What's up, Dub Nation? We are here live. We are here for the Warriors. And as the title states, no Steph Curry tonight. He's getting a rest. Kuminga's back. So we have that. Wiggins is still out. And Gary Payton will play. CP3 will start alongside Podziemski, Klay, Draymond, and Trayce. That means Kuminga comes off the bench. The Warriors have clinched because Houston lost just now. So the Warriors will be at least 10th, worst case. Clinched at least the 10th spot. All right, so who are we? What are we doing here? This is your friendliest Warriors, what do you call it? Community on the internet, quite frankly. And I adjusted my light, so I hope it works out well because it's right in the middle of my TV screen, but we'll see how that goes. Otherwise, you get a reflection right in the middle of my glasses, but we'll see how it goes. All right, so we are here to do the play-by-play. I'm going to do the play-by-play tonight, and we are going to enjoy this one game out of 5 left over, 42-35. Still got a chance to go 5-0 and reach my goal of 47-35, which is 12 games over. The remaining schedule is quite favorable, but you never know with these things, and you got the Lakers and the Pelicans in the middle of these 5, and Utah at the front end and the back end here. Now, Utah, it feels like they're tanking, and I looked into it, and I told Dean Chambers because he thought there wasn't a reason for them to tank, but there is. The reason is that if they get the 11th pick from the ping pong balls, the 11th pick through the 30th pick goes to OKC. Now, if they can get the 10th pick or better, which according to these standings, they have a pretty good chance of getting that because they would be the 7th worst team in the league. And usually the odds end up with you with the 7th pick because you're the 7th worst team in the league. So Utah is quote unquote tanking. They got a whole bunch of guys out, personal reasons, this and that. It's very suspect actually, but for all intents and purposes, they're tanking. So they got this, very young lineup. And so you have to be careful. So tonight, I am particularly worried that CP3 and Klay have to stay in front of these young guys all game long. Q1 Sexton, Keyonte George, Taylor Hendricks, Bryce Sensabaugh. I mean, these guys are not household names. So it worries me. It worries me tonight. But overall, if you just add up the talent and skill that we have, even in Steph's absence, we should take care of business. But I am worried about that. So I'm going to write these in the notes, and the notes are in the description, and then we'll be copied in the comments. The problem is that the description only allows 5,000 characters, whereas the comments allows 10,000 and allows me to put the timestamps there. So, but in the meantime, we'll get cut off there, unfortunately. And I'm going to send the link out to the great JD John Dickinson, who can hopefully join us at halftime as he usually does. And we'll have him for that. So let me send the email out. So I got to do these things real time here. Don't have an assistant or anything. AI will get you so far. All right. And then I got to have a note-taking email here. Okay. So Jazz are basically taking young guys. They'll retain their draft pick if it's top 10. And OKC will have these conditions year after year until like 2 years from now when the condition drops and they just lose their pick. So interesting trade that Danny Ainge and company made. I think the Jazz GM is actually somebody else, and he's like recovering from some kind of ailment. So best wishes to him. So I don't know that Danny Ainge is actually officially the GM yet, but seems like, you know, he's involved heavily. So I'm worried. So I worry about CP and Klay being able to stay in front of the young bucks, we'll call them, generic term, young bucks. And our referees, I just found out that there's 2 Gobles. Did you see that? And Jacyn Goble is the younger brother of John Goble. John Goble, I don't like. We saw him last game or 2 games ago. I wasn't impressed. And shockingly, his brother Jacyn, who only has 8 seasons, he is the lead ref. Yikes. But, you know, they were talking on the broadcast on our local cable television company, talking about how one of their things to argue about and generate ratings and clicks is this a must-win game? I can't look at the game that way. Like every game's a must-win. Like 1 through 82 is like you go into the game thinking you got to win that game. So if we're the 19th man on the squad, and that's kind of the aura that we like to do here, I'm going to do the play-by-play a la Manning cast. And the one thing we don't do here is we don't throw guys under the bus. And to do that, you really have to have the frame of mind that, oh, I feel like I'm on the team. I feel like I'm the 19th man on the Warriors. And that's the perspective that I give you. I was at every practice, every morning shoot around, every game, every pregame. And then I did it on the road. So I did that for like 8 years. And then year 9, year 10, I went on the road to do that as well. And let me tell you, you can learn a lot just being a fly on the wall with an NBA team. And so that combined with just my personal experience, I've run basketball leagues. I've played in men's rec leagues. I've played in Asian American national tournaments. We never got paid for that. It was all love of the game. And you run into the same egotistical problems on basketball teams. You run into the same substitution pattern problems, the same thing at every level of basketball. So I can relate. And there's no need to throw guys under the bus. So if you want to come here and thumb type your complaint and your negativity and spread your negativity from some aspect of your life into the thumb typing app that happens to be sports, happens to be engaged on the Warriors game, this is not the place for that. And actually what this place is is really I get to hang out with typically 30 really close friends here that view life and view basketball the same way, which is nothing is a must win. Nothing is a unforgivable. Nothing is unacceptable. The whole point of this is to go through the process together. So we're all together here like our favorite ate, Amy, and we're just enjoying life, enjoying the Warriors. This era isn't going to last too much longer. And in fact, we only have 5 more games in this regular season. So even though in the moment I'm going to be screaming my head off, not really, but I'll be complaining, I'll be whining if we turn the ball over 3 times in a row. Let's not do that tonight. No 3 turnovers in a row crap, right? That's what we want to avoid. No letting a guy get hot 3 straight buckets. No letting the whole team get hot 3 straight threes, things like that. So that's why tonight I worry about the veterans, honestly. If we were just to go no veterans tonight with Steph resting and Wiggs out, and we just went youngster versus youngster, then it's almost a coin flip who would win that. So we need the veterans to really get us over the hump. But can a guy like Draymond stay engaged when you know he doesn't respect the youngsters in terms of they haven't done anything? So we just tipped off. Hey, Trayce won the tip against Yurtseven. Way to go, Trayce. So we're underway here, guys. And Draymond over to Klay, catch and shoot. No good. Pretty early shot there. So, oh well. Klay's not hot. And Q1 Sexton, oh boy, against Klay. I hope he's engaged. They go inside. Trayce knocks it out. This light isn't going to work for me. It's right in the middle of everything, but we'll see. Q1 Sexton, beautiful lefty pass. Swing, 3-ball corner. Good. Let me watch the replay. I watched the replay so many times that I think the light being in the middle of my TV screen isn't going to matter. So I'm going to – my play-by-play is going to suffer sometimes. Chris Paul kind of had to guard 2 people there. Anyways, he passes ahead to Trayce on a cut. Good cut, Trayce. Good assist by Chris Paul. Let's see, that was what I was worried about, not being young enough to cover the 3-point shooter in the corner on penetration by Sexton, who penetrates again, and Brandon shows frustration watching that from the other side of the court. And then Klay gets blocked trying to rush up court over there. So yeah, the coverage on the pick and roll with Sexton last time wasn't good. Did they score again? Oh, my God. Hold up here. Let me watch. Oh. No, Sexton shanked a 3. All right, back to real live action. Trayce, lob from Klay. Was at the wrong angle, so he had to bring it down, and they swing it over, and Draymond turnover. Oh, God. Chris says my fault. Just whatever. Oh, pull up. Keyonte George for 3. Oh, boy. The collective eye roll from all of us. We know what he's capable of. Yeah, CP couldn't get around it. Couldn't get around the screen. BP, late shot clock. He's got to create out of nothing, and he does. He's so good at that. We should start not being surprised by that. And Yurtseven in and out on the push shot. Klay brings it up. Don't turn it over, Klay. He draws a foul on Keyonte George. Keyonte's like, damn, I had that. Let's check the box score real quick. Is that Keyonte or Bryce Sensabaugh? Oh, that's not Keyonte. That's Klay took Sensabaugh off the dribble, got fouled. So he'll go to the line, and let us check the comments. I'm behind by 25 comments. Let's see. Let's go Warriors. Haven't checked J. Cole's new album yet. Haven't had time, Arbel. But eventually, probably wait till the off season. I'm in no hurry. Suns lost. Oh, you love my hat? Yeah, I like it too. It's from Residency. Splash the like button. All right. 2 made free throws. Up. Sexton around the screen and then leaves a lob. And Steve Kerr says, nah, timeout. Oh, my God. 10-6. Fitz says Steve was animated there. So yeah, I'm going to replay this. He's just trying to give energy is what Steve is trying to do, clapping hard and yelling at guys. And that's the problem with our team is we've got a bunch of guys that could say nothing if they just sat there. Let's watch this play design, though, and then I'll clip it, try to get it over to you guys. Yeah, I don't know whose fault that is, but let's just play it and maybe make some suggestions as to who should have been where. We'll see. Look at it one more time. But yeah, this is typical Warriors this year. Rough starts, and I told you, against a young team like this, I'd rather just go completely young versus completely young. Make it an AAU match because Chris Paul isn't going to be able to play great defense on young guys. And it's totally different than the playoffs. There's no shame. There's no shame in that. But, but the reality is you can't not play your veterans. So that's why I'm not really flustered by this start because this is who we are. We have trouble against this kind of stuff. So here's the handoff right here. And I think Trayce needs to do a little bit better job than just the, generic defender here in the video game. You got to be a little bit better than this. You got to drop. You really got to drop. So this one's on Trayce. Didn't get around quick enough. And could be on Draymond as well. You can leave 0. That's Keyonte, though, huh? Maybe you can't. What's his 3-point shooting? Let's take a look. BKRef.com, Keyonte George. 32%. Yeah, look at the bunch play. Good job by Will Hardy. But good execution by Yurtseven. Trayce needs to backpedal a little bit better on that one is my conclusion. So let's go back here. Only 32% from threes is Keyonte. And I do believe he's number 0, right? No, he's number 3. So that guy was Sexton. Sexton 0? No, he's number 2. Oh, crap. I'll have to look this up. Oh, that was Bryce Sensabaugh. Draymond, fadeaway in the lane, missed another one. Not very reliable on those shots. Hate to say it. Yurtseven misses a dunk, but geez, our defense is porous. All right, Klay over to BP for 3, catch and shoot. Made it, and we need him to make those. Kind of an unsung play right there. I'm going to mark it so far just because we needed a bucket badly. All right. And inside, Sexton with the flex even. Oh, my gosh. He's burning Brandon. Klay's a little bit late on the help, but oh well. Klay comes back and hits. Can we get a stop? Because we haven't been, and it's quite embarrassing. Not really good. There's one. Trayce knocks another lob away. But, you know, that's the problem. We're not really playing an older, slower type team, right? We're playing a young team that has nothing to lose. Sensabaugh misses a 3, BP rebound. Draymond over to Klay. Klay doesn't do anything with. Oh, he fakes. And then he goes upstairs to Trayce. Way to utilize the fake, using every tool in the box there. All right, so let's play defense, guys. Sexton and BP. There's the screen by Yurtseven. Kicks it to the corner. Bryce gets by Dray. Push shot, no good. Tip out. Klay gets the tip out. Brings it up. Klay's going to fire it. Hits it. You know, he's able to do that. We don't have the other guy that can do that, so it's good to see Klay do that. Bryce Sensabaugh. Oh, 0 is Hendricks. My bad. And Draymond gets a DPOI steal, finally. So I've been calling Sensabaugh or vice versa, Hendricks, Sensabaugh. CP3 steps on the line. Of course. Of course he does, because we do that one time every 3 games. It feels like we're just snake bitten sometimes. Looks like Trayce and BP are talking about defense as they go to the bench. Kuminga in the game overruns his man already, Baisley. So it's a 3-ball by George that misses, and CP brings it up. Finds Klay, but he retracts. He doesn't fire. Drives, finds Moody. Moody back to Klay. Klay fake. Over to Draymond, wide open for 3. And backpack. Hits it. Way to go, backpack. Now it's Sensabaugh. Up to the top, down low to Yurtseven. Over Kuminga, lefty hook, good. That's a tough cover for Kuminga, but it's either him or Draymond got to cover the tall 7-footer. Klay over to Kuminga right side. Looks at it, drives, probes, over to CP, catch and shoot 3, no good. Yurtseven another rebound, and George right side, drives, kicks it out. Sensabaugh goes by Moody, but Moody recovers, and it's a steal by JK. Good point of attack, Moody. Klay fakes and sidesteps and hits a 3. Timeout, Will Hardy. And now we're up by 9. 23-14. Q1 449. All right, so Klay playing really well, hitting his shots, knowing that he needs to step up in the scoring column tonight with Steph out. So he's already got his number, 11. And let's catch up on some of the comments. Bloomer is listening on the audio. Do you think JK should grow out his hair again? I don't care, but I like it the way it is. So does Amy. All right, need to win games to get the 7th or 8th. So I think the reality is that 7 and 8 is going to be really tough. So, but 8 and 9 are tied at 11 over. So yeah, they're going to take it game by game, according to Steve in the pregame. So just game by game, see if we need to rest Draymond, rest Klay. We'll see. Margarita Rojas in the house. Alan Watson in the house. Robbie. Yeah, I don't think this is a choice, Cholo. That's my theory, is that, but yeah. Yes, but if you played in the NBA for more than a decade, it's really tough to get up for these no matter what. Just human nature. So yes and no, right? I agree, but then again, I understand it. Unfortunately, hate to say it, but all right. They're looking at, if you play less than 30 minutes, Klay is top 4. Jordan Poole is right behind Klay. Colin Sexton 3rd, Porzingis 2nd, and Victor Wembanyama averages 29.4. Hello, Jeff Jones. All right, we're back to action. George brings it up. That's George, right? Number 3. Number 13. Who the hell is that? Wow, they got a lot of guys I don't know. Mika Potter in there at center. Darius Baisley got it knocked out. Klay will shoot a 3 on the break, in and out, or hit rim. I actually can't. My light is right in the middle of my TV screen, which is probably not the smartest thing, but oh well. Yep, Keyonte George, number 3. He is active and he wants to score and make a name for himself against the Warriors. So 26-13, he breaks the lead. Oh, and JK got the back door, but the pass wasn't perfect, and pretty good defense by number 21, Johnny Juzang. Johnny Juzang is the guy that just hit the 3. My bad. He's number 33. Shooting guard, I believe, out of UCLA. And then the other guy's Kira Lewis. Youngster, number 13. Yep. Skinny dude. And I think Klay just scored thanks to Draymond. Yep. Good job by Klay. Bucket. And then they miss. I think it was Baisley missed. And then Kuminga shoot a 3 over their center. It's good. Catch and shoot 3. Here's I already forgot his name. Kira Lewis. Swing to Johnny Juzang. Another no, that's not Juzang. That is Baisley. And Chris Paul goes 94 feet, or really got the outlet from Draymond and went 2/3 of the court by faking a handoff to Klay. So now we got mass subs. Look at that. 4 guys are coming in. That's interesting. Guy Santos going to come in. I think the only guy staying is obviously Kuminga. He's just barely got in. So, yeah, Trayce is in. So BP's going to run point. Moody at the 2, Gee at the 3, JK 4, and Trayce at the 5. Mika Porter, dangerous pass to Sexton. He'll drive. Good help by Gee, but he spins, but he missed it. Elite spin, but he missed it. Moody got the rebound. Over to Kuminga. Up top. Gets downhill. Back to Moody. Sidestep 3, no good. Ball goes out of bounds. Good chase by Podziemski. And it's going to be Utah ball. Sexton brings it up. Colin with Gee on him. That's interesting. Now it's back up top to Sexton. Gets the switch with Trayce. Oh, boy. Spins. Good help. Gee. Good recovery, Gee. Johnny Juzang for 3, though. Just got enough room on that. Gee did what he could, and we're up by 8. BP pick and roll Trayce. Trayce is going to charge into Johnny Juzang. So, oh, well. He got him. So we got a second-year player, a rookie, third-year player. Oh, my gosh. And a lob inside of Mika. Good help by Gee. Good help, Gee. Kuminga 94 feet later, downhill, and one on Johnny. That's an unsung play, I think. Because really, Guy Santos was the unsung guy. Okay, right side, Kira Lewis against Jonathan. Jonathan, pretty good defense. Kicks it. Colin Sexton, one-on-one Trayce. Fade away, bricked it. Good job, Trayce. Kept them in front. Over to Gee. Wow, Trayce, I'm impressed. Now we slow it up. Moody gets the step. Oh, tried to dunk it. Probably should have laid it up. It was against Mika Porter, so he probably thought he had a step on him. And then they'll shoot a 3 and hit. Johnny Juzang again hits. Guys, we got the guy that has hit 2 in a row. Actually, he's hit 3 in a row. So if I were coaching, I would have called timeout. Sorry, that's just me. No 3 in a rows. But then I would have been wrong because Moody just got a 3 ball. Big Sexton. Good job by Moody. But, oh, and then Trayce blocks Johnny Juzang. Here we go. Kuminga. Between the legs. Trying to get downhill. In the lane. Out to Moody. Out to BP. 18 seconds, but 10 on the shot clock. Gee with the between the legs zzzap pass to JK. Nice possession, kids. The kids. Ho, ho, ho. And they go corner. They go kick it to the other corner. Juzang, 4 in a row. Come on, man. That's the thing I'm talking about. How many more does he need? Ah, God. Podziemski hits a swish at the buzzer. It was so unlikely. It was like, doesn't even look like he was going to want to shoot it. It was off one leg. Nice. One leg 3 splash. Thank you. That negated the Juzang 3 ball. We're up by 13. Who would have thought? 41-28 in Q1. That's not bad. When did Johnny Juzang hit his 3rd in a row? I need to mark that right here, 54. Yep, I knew it. Okay. So let's go back to the box score. Let's catch up on some comments, but then also let's check the likes. 26 likes, 40 concurrence. We can do better than that. 40 concurrence, 26 likes. Can we get two touchdowns? 14 likes now. Please. It's so easy. Just tap the like button. Tap the thumb. Come on, guys. It helps us out. It does. It really does help us out. So do it now. Hit the like button. It's not that hard. Dean's going to miss the Laker game. That sucks. I feel like this should be an easy win. Oh, boy. Famous last words. Be careful with those. But, you know, I already made the warning. So I've already anti-jinxed it. Let's see. Yeah, Bielitsa. Yep. Tim Kawakami. Yep. I actually tried to see if they were going to do a tribute for him, but didn't get an answer on that. Yeah, Steve will ease JK in. It's, you know, tendonitis. Tendonitis not to be trifled with. Aggressive BP. All right, we're back to action. Baisley over to Sexton. Attacks over to Mika. Loses the ball. BP steal. Over to Kuminga. Over to Moody. He kills his dribble. Back up to Kuminga. Sexton. Over to BP. BP over to Gee. Gee tries to go baseline. Uses his arm. Not bad. Over to JK. Someone's got to do something. Over to Moody. You got to shoot it. Baseline. Tough one against Mika. And pretty good defense by the youngsters on Utah there. But Colin Sexton will pull from up top on Gee. No good. Trayce rebound. BP will set the table. Gives it to Trayce, and they weren't running the handoff all that smoothly there. Nevertheless, got it in the JK, and JK just backs in Colin Sexton. Why is Sexton on JK? Interesting. Whatever. We'll take it. And there's a 3-ball way off by Luka Samanek. Moody's going to catch and shoot a 3. No good, but BP got another rebound. But it got stolen by Mika Porter. Baseline Baisley against Moody. Moody fouls him. Baisley go to the line. Let's just go through the comments here. Right? We stepped on the line twice last game. So we reached our quota already. So that's 3 sideline step-ons in 2 games. That's way above average. It's supposed to be 1 every 3 games. What's up with that? Nicole was cooking. Chosen minion with the famous last words. Easy win. Come on, you know better than that. It's like, don't you know our team? But we are up 13 right now. If you want to call that easy. I don't call anything easy unless it ends up being a 30-point win. 2 seconds on the clock, so BP's got to create something out of nothing, and he airballs that one. Golly. That's 2 straight possessions where we had to shoot at the buzzer. Oh, man. And nice lead pass. Sexton makes a miracle shot. They're going to count this one. And can our young bucks get something on offense that's better than a shot at the buzzer? And they did that split cut against Moody, so Moody couldn't stay with him. I think Guy Santos was a little bit late on that one if I'm watching that replay. Can we get something here? BP to Moody up top. What are we running, kids? Over to BP. Nobody's moving. Love it. Trayce finally sets a pick, gets the roll over to Moody. Moody nearly loses his balance. So now we're late shot clock again. It's an air ball, but Trayce cleans up the mess. Another pretty ugly possession, but Trayce cleaned it up. 3-ball by Johnny, and he scores, and our young kids are just, yikes. Someone forgot Johnny Juzang. Timeout Steve. Oh, my God. That kind of is the unforgivable type thing that you don't want to see at any level of basketball. And it used to be you never saw that in the NBA, but you see that more and more now because of the penchant for signing guys that have a lot of potential. The problem is they tend to screw up. Yeah, so there's your that was just it was 5-on-4. Just trust me, I don't think I need to send the clip over or anything. It was just ugly middle school level basketball. But let me check the possession before that to see who is supposed to be guarding Juzang. Let's see here. I gotta say, this is particularly bad tape by the youngsters. All the people that wanted us to play the youngsters earlier this season, I just had lunch with my dad, and he's one of them. He's still blaming Steve for everything. It's like, so you wanted to play this? You wanted this earlier than now, really? All right, I'm going to watch a half-court offense here. And again, the score is we're up by 9 with 9:24 to go. All right, let's check who's covering who. Moody has Juzang. And Guy has the big. And Trayce has the other big. So I wish I hadn't deleted that, actually. Let's go back to the trash and put back. Who's guarding who on this? Moody got back late. Yeah, Moody got back late. That's Guy Santos's fault. So Guy has screwed up twice. Because Mo was late getting back, and it's because of the late shot that he had. So a couple times Guy has screwed up now. Not major ones. Well, that one was major, but yeah, that's what you get with the youngsters. And he's out of the game now. GP2 in the game. So Guy got his chance, but that's it. I don't think he's going to play him more. GP2 to Looney. Got to score that one, and he scores it. So finally ran something there. Of course, Klay's in the game, so draws attention. All right, so it's going to be Mika over to Sexton. Gets the step on Gary. Foul on Looney. You got to be ready for that. It's like We didn't do the homework on Sexton. So that's another bad POA. We've had a couple of those now. Well, the bad POA isn't that bad yet. It could get worse. But let's adjust to Sexton here. Missed. All right. Mo tapped out a rebound. I wonder who got the rebound. Was it Mo or Klay? Klay's got 3. Mo's got 1. CP and GP screen over to Klay. Gets a screen from Looney. Fade away, tough shot, and he scores it. Klay on fire. He's now 5 for 8, 3 for 5. Sexton and GP. Can we stop the point of attack? Over to Juzang, left wide open. Oh my God, but he missed it. Wow. JK fell asleep there. Klay got picked on that one, screened on that one. But anyways, Klay against Mika and fades away good. Another one, man. And Mika for 3. Is that Mika? No, that's the other guy, the European guy, Samanik. Sexton gets on Looney, over to Mika for 3, no good. And Chris will bring it up. Samanik's on him. Gets it over to Klay because he's hot. Klay's just going to fire it. Hits it. He's absolutely hot. He hit that. Man, it's too bad he didn't have that 48 hours ago. It would have been nice to have won the Dallas game, but oh well. Therefore, Steph gets a rest. And that's how the timelines end up. Hook shot, Samanik, no good. Moody, another rebound. And CP, hand off Klay over to Moody. Back to Klay. Klay says, nah, go down to Looney. All right, go down to Looney because he gets the ball back from Looney. Inside to Looney. Jump hook late. GP2 rebound. GP2 fouled somebody on the rebound. Fitz and Kalina saw that early. Let me see. Yeah, just pushed him on the small of the back a little bit there. GP2 did. So that's illegal. That's a rebounding foul on you. Klay is 7 for 10 now. All right, that'll be Keyonte George up there over to Parsons. One-on-one, Looney, right side. Juzang now against Gary. Gets around the pick. That's how you get around a pick. But Looney gave him too much space, but he missed the 3, luckily. Gary got the rebound. CP pick and roll Looney. Finds GP. Finds Klay. We're late shot clock. Oh, good lead pass to Gary. Gary finds Chris. Chris 3 ball. That's the athleticism of Gary. To be able to hang there and deliver an assist. We're up by 20. It's great to see really good basketball going on in general. Not a whole ton of mistakes, especially of the AAU variety. And then look up and see you're up by 20. That's a great feeling. All right, I'll be right back. Restroom break. Maybe we can get Dean on here. Let me know if Dean shows up.
Warriors push the lead to 20, 10-15 on threes halfway through the second. Through April, the NBA family celebrates World Autism Acceptance Month. Part of its commitment to promote equality and inclusion for all fans. These are the shoes that the coaches are wearing. It is for the To The Max Foundation.
All right, so that pass that got GP2 on the roll, that was by Klay. So congratulations, Klay, for delivering an excellent hockey pass, hockey assist there. All right, here's the Jazz. Keyonte, George, GP. Good switch by JK. Over to Juzang. Over to Bryce Sensabaugh. 5 on the clock against GP. Gets a screen. Good defense, G. Oh, made the one-legged 2-ball. Who is this kid? What? I didn't know he had that. That's not, that's not something that everybody has. So, oh, we go upstairs. CP finds JK for 3. Yes, sir. Fix this a little bit. So great delivery by CP and runner by Johnny. No good. Klay comes up with it. Klay gets 2 guys on him and he pulls up as they try to decide who wants to guard him, and he splashes right in their face. Oh. Damn, Klay. 8 for 11, 5 for 7 on threes, 23 points total, and we got 4:51 to go in the half. What a performance by the second best shooter of all time. So George got fouled, so Keyonte's on the line, hits the first. Draymond, after a long break, comes in. 9:18 to go. Looney gets a hand as he sits down in his Klay Thompsons that are black with light blue trim. Up by 22, Keyonte, George. We're now leading by 21. CP3 brings it up on George. Screen by Draymond. Roll. Klay comes around, another screen by Dray. Missed it. But, classic Warriors set there. George crosses over on JK. Pretty good job by JK. And they find Hendricks in the corner. Draymond has to close out. Chris Paul fouls him. He says, my bad, but, you're on your heels, and Chris usually fouls that. That's just something that you're used to seeing. So I don't know why he said my bad. Maybe he just wanted to cut down on, because he missed the free throw, Hendricks. Okay. CP3 called a Spain on that last play. Yeah, exactly. And Spain is when a guy sets a pick and then he goes to set another pick. And that was Draymond setting the first pick and then setting the next one for Klay. CP3 in the post. Klay finally pops around. Draymond missed it. So we're milking Klay when he's hot, but he has now missed 2 of them in a row. Still up 20. GP providing good pressure on Keyonte, making it difficult. But he brings it up. And good help by Klay. It's a switch on the pick and roll. Johnny back to Keyonte. He'll pull up on Klay. Klay got in his landing spot, no call. So He didn't jump into it, though. He was there already. And JK gets downhill, leaps, finds CP open for three. He thought about it, thought about a swing to GP, but then he said, well, my threes are probably more reliable than GP, so he just shot it, missed it. Sensible for three with a move that you don't expect, but he got it. And then CP said, my bad. CP left hash mark, picked by Draymond. Draymond rolls, finds Klay. Klay reverse layup, and he did a little dipsy-do. Made it look pretty. Look at Draymond's happy for Klay. But Jacyn comes around the curl and scores a little bit too easily. Not a whole lot of what do you call it? Force there. Draymond will kick it back to Klay, fakes it two. Everybody leaves, bites on the fake, but he missed it. Oh, that's too bad, man. And somehow Johnny Juzang open three again. Steve Kerr timeout. Golly, guys. Come on, man. He's got 5 of them, and I was screaming at number 2 for them to stop doing that. So it's a timeout. Let's see who lost Johnny on that one, because I don't recall. Just trying to look at the previous play. Well, it's 5-on-4 because Klay. Just Klay's late getting back. And he says, my bad. So not much to write home about on that one. He missed the shot, and it's 2 points the other way. Typical modern day NBA type of outcome there. So too slow getting back, and not much you can do there. Transition defense, 5-on-4. It's not picking up the shooter. So we're only up 14 now, 232. All right, Chris Paul gets a screen from Dray, and they'll call holding on Keyonte George, trying to get by Draymond. Up by 14. Klay is out, talking to Lester on the bench, shaking his head on that last one. Yeah, I know the feeling, Klay. He's playing great, but you always remember your misses. And swing over to Kuminga. Late shot clock, has to fire 3, no good. Yurtseven, another rebound, and Sensabaugh brings it up. One-on-one Moody. Nope. Up to Yurtseven. Good cut by George. And it's a late call, and Draymond says, no, I didn't touch him. Review that. Let me watch the play again. Again, very porous defense. It's a reach-in by CP3. Is it? Or Draymond? We're not challenging this? He says all ball. Oh, that's all ball, man. How do you not challenge this? I mean, it's 14 points. I agree with Draymond. Of course, BP lost him in the first place. Come on, Jacob Rubin. Need to put me in charge of the iPad. They forget about BP, but he blows a dunk. You can't be doing that. You can't take that long to dunk it. Missed it, but Moody got a rebound. Thank you, Moody. That's like kind of an unsung play. Draymond open three, no good. Okay. That was an open three by Sensabaugh a couple possessions ago. You can't, like, that's all on Brandon. He's got to convert that one. You're wide open. Good closeout, Draymond in the corner. They missed. JK got a rebound. 7 rebounds, JK. Way to go, JK. Moody over to Chris Paul. Maybe don't kill your dribble there, but, you know, I'm nitpicking. BP needs to create 4-3. He shoots it, scores another one. 2 for 3 on needing to create at the last moment. So not bad. Not bad. And down the lane goes George. Great defense, Draymond. Another rebound, JK. Sling pass, Moody to BP. Beautiful, JK. Beautiful. And Draymond. 28 seconds left. So they're going to back it out. That's Bryce over to Johnny. Keep him in front, BP. Nope, doesn't keep him in front. And he scores. BP's defense has been pretty bad tonight. 6 seconds to go. Chris lets it roll. He'll shoot a 3. Short, way short. If you would have told me that BP would get driven by 4 times tonight, I would have said, what are you smoking? But that's what's happening. We'd be up 20 if not for those. But then again, he saved the day twice on late shot clock stuff. And we're up 14. It would have been surprising to me that we would be up 14, but I'm happy with it. And here's Kuminga.
Talk about your rebounding. Was that something you were thinking about coming into this? You got 8 of them.
Work in progress. Been working on it since the season started. This is the only way to do it is to get better at rebounding, and I'm trying my best to just go out there and rebound as much as I can.
First thing you did was block a shot, and so that was kind of fun. Is the game seem super fast after you missed those couple games, or you're right back in rhythm?
Not at all. I just need a couple minutes, and I'm back on track.
And we appreciate you stopping. Thanks, JK.
Yes, sir.
Jonathan Kuminga with 12 points and 8 rebounds.
All right, we're good there. Can't see the score in your screen. Everybody, welcome this dude, Ron Tardif, to the chat. Never heard of him, never said hello, not one thing. Only thing he wanted to do was complain. It's like going to, I don't know, a foreign country. And it's like going to London and going, man, why y'all drive on the wrong side of the road, man? Like, you should give us some educational material on the plane to look to my right when I cross the street, man. I am complaining because I feel entitled to that. That's just how we do things here. You see how small this is here? That's how we do it. You see the thing that I wrote in the comment here? That's how we do it. It's just how we do it, bro. But you go do you, man. Bro, get out of here, man. Do you really want to be here? You don't want to be here. You want to go complain. Go. Here's this thing. It's called Twitter. I call it shitter with an X. Go on there and type your complaint. Send them the YouTube link. That's what you do. You don't do that in our comments. Unbelievable. But anyway, hopefully we'll get JD John Dickinson. Don't know if he's doing Giants or whatever. His Instagram had him at Chase Center. So that's good news. And yeah, I think overall pretty good execution by the Warriors. If I go into the description and look at the note taking that I made, yeah, I think our point of attack could be better. Right? Isn't that kind of the usual story? One good thing, turnovers. How many turnovers? 6. That's better than usual. And the legendary Jacyn Dickinson. What's up, JD?
Hey, what's going on, Rich? How are you? Good to be with you.
Yes, sir. Good to have you.
The Klay Thompson throwback half.
Yeah.
First half, 25 points. I mean, without Steph and without Wiggins, it's obviously a matter of who's going to step up and score. The Jazz aren't exactly a defensive stalwart at this point. I mean, basically actively tanking. So you're going to get some good looks. And, Klay's made the most of it. A lot of shots out there to be had. And, 8 threes for the Warriors as a team in the first quarter. Klay with his best best half of the year with 25 points. And, kind of a defense optional first half. But this is a game the Warriors, I heard you mentioning the turnovers and lack of, the Jazz aren't putting a lot of pressure on the ball either. So it's, this is just kind of a get your feet wet, win. Kind of a light work, get Kuminga some reps coming back and move on to Tuesday and see where things stand in the standings.
Yes, sir. Let's do a quick screenshot. Ready?
Sure.
Smile. All right, cool. Yeah, how is the atmosphere there? Obviously it was announced that Steph would be taking a rest yesterday. I don't know if that would change people's ticket plans or not, but how's the energy over there at Chase? But Klay probably upped the energy over there.
Yeah, I think, Warrior fans still get up and get hyped when one of the big three is doing something special. And, usually it's Steph. Draymond's defense is something that, it doesn't always bring people to their feet, but anytime Steph or Klay get on a shooting heater, it definitely livens everything up, and I think that's what did happen in the first half. Klay kept everybody going. Kuminga is a fan favorite, so when he comes in and immediately hits a three and
rebounds,
but the rebounds are not what get the cheers. The
rebounds
are nice.
I'm just saying, good job, JK.
It was a good, he was very active. I thought he looked good physically. I mean, I think that was important. But when he comes in, immediately hits a three, has a driving and one, and hits a pull-up jumper from 17, that gets the crowd feeling pretty good about everything as well. So having him back, I definitely think helps the vibes in terms of the 18,000 that are on hand here tonight at Chase.
Yes, sir. And also going into this game, knowing what the circumstances were, I was a little bit actually worried for the older guys because you have all these young Jazz, and they want to get out and run, and it's going to be a little bit crazy. Like you said, they're not known for their defense, and they're actively tanking with a lot of people listed for whatever personal reasons and this and that. And yet, pretty good job by the vets. It's actually kind of the youngsters. When Steve went to the Guy Santos guys, that's when things got a little shaky on defense.
Yeah, got a little shaky on defense there. Really, the first maybe 2 minutes, it was a little bit shaky. And in the beginning of the second quarter, it got a little shaky for the Kuminga, Santos, Trayce Jackson-Davis, Moody Podziemski group.
Exactly.
Kerr called a timeout. And then Warriors immediately went on a 17-3 run. They pushed the lead above 20. And the only reason this game is relatively close, I mean, the Warriors are up 14, but is Johnny Juzang. They have not been able to defend Johnny Juzang, who's got 20 and made 6 threes. Other than that, I mean, if he had just a normal, 10-point half, the Warriors would be up really big in this one. But he's been hot. Kuminga left him open a couple times. It's been the Juzang Klay Thompson shootout in the first half, with Juzang having 20 and Klay having 25. But all in all, the Warriors, I thought, got an easy 68 in the first half. And as long as they keep from turning the ball over carelessly, I think they can get another 60 in the second half and probably comfortably win, this game 125, 128 to 110, something like that, and not have to really exert too much energy defensively to do it. Hopefully get the veterans who are playing a little bit of a rest down the stretch, and then they can get everybody back full go in LA on Thursday. We'll see how the Lakers do tonight. I thought it was interesting that Steve Kerr said before the game, Rich, that they haven't totally accepted their fate as being 10th. But it is going to be kind of a day-to-day proposition, and there will be days, even beginning with today, where rest is going to be the number one thing. So I think they're going to play the Laker game all out. It sounds like they're gearing up for that, and then if they lose that one, they're probably going to be locked into 10th at that point. And I think they will give some guys some rest over the final couple of games because they're not going to get the break that you would get if you were a top 6 team. Regardless, you're playing Wednesday if you're in that 9-10 game, and you're playing Friday if you win it, if you're able to survive. So any kind of little bit of rest here or there, I would expect, one of the 2 games, either the Portland game or the Pelicans game, I would expect, assuming the Warriors find themselves kind of locked into 10, one of those 2 games, I think all of the regulars get off. And then I think you almost treat the last game of the year like it's a preseason game, because you still have 2 days off in between that game and the 9-10 game, which I believe is going to be Wednesday the 17th. So you could play that where everybody gets about 20 minutes, just so you're not going 6 days without playing a game. And then you get a couple of days of practice and you have to go play, whether it's Sacramento or the Lakers or whoever it winds up being.
Yeah. So looking at the standings here, wow. Lakers making a push on the Kings. Who would have thought?
Yeah, and no LeBron tonight, which, that is, I think, a favor for the Kings. We'll see. I mean, they're playing Minnesota, but they're playing without LeBron, who came up with flu-like symptoms. So the Kings have Brooklyn tonight, and they're up 30 in the fourth quarter at Brooklyn. So I know the Kings have been struggling a little bit to fall all the way to 9th, but they're going to win here in the next 20 minutes or so. That game's in the fourth quarter, so they will tie the Lakers, which means they will go back in front of the Lakers because they have the tiebreaker, the Kings do. And then if the Lakers lose tonight to Minnesota without LeBron, the Kings then all of a sudden control their own destiny again for 8th, although they have a tough schedule coming up this week. And the Warriors could have some sign in that. If they go beat the Lakers, that obviously helps the Kings be able to stave them off to where they would be in the 8 or maybe even a little bit better. it's funny. The Kings play everybody. They play the Pelicans and the Suns this week. So they're going to have a shot to move up with a couple of those teams in front of them. They also have to go play Oklahoma City. So they've got a tough one, there in between.
Yeah. So, man, Tuesday's game at the Lakers for the Warriors. Yeah. That's a big one. That's
a huge one. That's a huge one for really both the Lakers and the Warriors because, as I just mentioned, the Kings are playing OKC in OKC. So that's a game that, maybe they lose, and the Lakers and Warriors not only trying to stay in front of the other or catch the other, but also that's an opportunity to potentially move up on Sacramento again, and then you see what you got over those last 3 games.
Because while you were talking about that, I was trying to think, would I rather would I rather see the Warriors have to go on the road 10 at 9 or be home against the Lakers? Despite the poor home record overall, I think most of the Warriors would still rather face the Lakers at home. Not that they really care, but
Yeah, I feel like in that one, you'd rather play Sacramento, period. Mm-hmm. 1, but 2, I think you would rather play the Lakers at home. I really do. I think you got a better shot of beating them at home. The Warriors have had some bad shooting games on the road. And so,
All right.
And bad shooting games at Staples. I'm sorry. They've been really good on the road. I just mean we've seen them have some bad shooting games at Staples over the years.
Yeah.
And even in the playoffs last year, they really struggled in that series where they didn't win a road game.
Yes, sir. All right. So, JD, KNBR, tell us where we can find you.
Yeah, at KNBR, Harmonic Brewing after the game. We're going to be on KNBR on the YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter streams. We podcast every show. So if you're watching Rich, then you can podcast it, watch it back later, listen to it if that's your preferred method. But yeah, we'll be on right after the ball game. Harmonic Brewing at Thrive City.
All right. Thanks, JD. The legendary JD John Dickinson. We'll talk to you. Ooh, Tuesday. Ooh, that's a biggie. So we'll talk to you then.
Thanks, Rich.
Thank you, sir. Take care. All righty. Thanks, JD. Man, I almost mindlessly hit end live stream. My bad. So I wanted to do a poll. Do you prefer Warriors at Lakers for the play-in or vice versa? So let's just put them in the Warriors at Lakers. And then give us your reason. Prefer. Okay, we're going to start the game now. Of course, it started already from JD's vantage point. And get the screen up. All right. Oh, we got a turnover right away. Okay. Take it. I looked up and Draymond had the ball. 11:40 to go. And Chris Paul, Trayce, pick and roll. Roll the Trayce. Beautiful Hall of Fame roll pass by CP. Yeah, CP had the defensive knockout the other way against Sexton. Good job. All right, so they'll slowly get into their handoff offense. Sexton in the paint against BP, keeps his hands up, but finds Yurtseven a little bit too easily against Trayce. You would have liked to have a little bit better resistance there. I'm replaying the game on the laptop. I'll try and see what happened there. But CP. I think CP hit a jumper. I'll have to go back and look. Anyways, somebody on the Warriors scored, and then Hendricks throws the ball to Klay, 2-on-1. BP couldn't finish, and it's out of bounds. Oh, long 2, was it? Damn, missed it. Still missed it. Oh, okay. Draymond found Klay. Good job by Klay to keep running around, looking like Steph out there running around. Draymond misses another one inside. Oh, boy. got to work on those, man. Trayce disrupts the Sexton banker, and Klay gets a rebound. BP fakes a three, gets in the paint, finds Chris at the elbow, hits it. Good, nice, deliberate stuff there. Timeout, Will Hardy. 74-56, 10:02. 74-56. 10:02. Yeah, big game coming up at Staples, aka Crypto. And yeah, the whole Sacramento one. Yeah, I'm worried about whoever it is, whether it's Sacramento or the Lakers. But if you're a betting man, I think if someone put a gun to your head and said, "You got to pick one, Kings or Lakers," I'd rather pick the Kings. I'd rather face the Kings. Hate to say that. It's close. It's close. But yeah, I think we have more trouble when LeBron and AD are at their best. Then we have trouble with that. Of course, they got to be at their best because really nobody on the squad can guard AD. Whereas Sacramento, at least there's nobody physically imposing like that. And the Lakers basically have two physically imposing guys as compared to us. Yeah, Nicole wants to just play at Madison Square Garden. Heck, Kaseya Center, how's that? Sac is down 2 key players. Yeah, Monk and somebody else, I forget. Let's see. BP on the break is not reliable, is it? It's kind of funny. When was that? Let's look at the here. Play-by-play. Sexton Bucks ball. Yep. Timeout. It was around here. 10:20-ish. All right, we're back to action. So let's go back to the box score. And Sexton tries to go around the corner. Good job by Klay. Hey, Klay stayed in front of Sexton. Oh, drink. And Bryce, late shot clock, no good. Trayce rebound. All right. Trayce gets a dunk. Another CP assist. And yeah, I got to fix this light. This isn't working out for me. We're going to go from the side here. Hope that works for you. Hey, that's not too bad, actually. And what? Trayce disrupted another one? Yep. Trayce just blocks Sexton's drive. Good job, Trayce. Keyonte George catch and shoot. No good. Trayce another rebound. How many is that? 4. CP. Pick and roll Trayce. Oh, he was open. And he finds him anyways. Oh, my goodness. Hall of Fame delivery. How many assists is that? Golly, they are milking that. 6 assists. They kick it. Keyonte Nice going around the corner. Man, they got us on our heels. Trayce doing whatever he can to stay in front of Colin. And that's just Keyonte George getting around the corner there. I forget who it was on, but it was impressive, whoever it was. Not that guy's fault. We're up 20. Find Klay in the corner. How did they find him? Chris Paul's 7th assist. Man, that's beautiful. Klay sets a pick, then he goes around. Pretty simple, play design. Yurtseven gets his own rebound, puts it back. This is a good matchup for Trayce to have to deal with Yurtseven. Of course, it was sort of, he got the switch and it was Yurtseven against Draymond. So just stuck with it. Klay doubled. Chris inside. There's his first bad pass. Got to be careful of the 3 in a row. Let's not do 3 in a row of careless passes, though. And George goes to Sexton inside. Spin, spin. No good. Pretty good defense, BP. Pretty good defense. Another rebound for Trayce. And they advanced the ball pretty quickly. But Draymond threw the ball to Klay as he was going baseline out of bounds, inbounds. That's 2 in a row. Oh, my goodness. Oh, man. Don't throw him the ball there. Then Sexton hits a 3 over Draymond. That's where I told you, right? I told you Draymond would have trouble getting up for this game. Klay, one-on-one. Hendricks. Bye-bye, Hendricks. Nope. Oh, and he got the layup. All right, so the 2 turnovers in a row goes away. And speaking of which, CP gets a steal. Trayce gets the offensive rebound. Taps it out. Wow, did he tap that out? That was an amazing tap. Klay gets a 3, but nothing there. Wow, what a play, man. That was exciting. 3 ball for Hendricks in the corner. That's their number 9 pick from last summer, I think. First round pick, yeah, number 9 pick. Dray inside to Trayce. He's got a small guy on him. Got switched. Doubled by Yurtseven, though, and it's going to go to Klay with 3 seconds. Better do something. Hendricks blocks the shot, and it's a shot clock violation. So pretty ugly possession there in terms of we've had 3 of those now, possibly 4. Kuminga subs in. We're still up 17. George and Moody switch over to Klay. Handoff. Nope. Got the screen and out of bounds, and they're going to call a foul on Klay. Nope. Either Klay or Draymond. I see 0 fouls on Klay, so I guess it was Draymond. I would have thought it was on Draymond. It's only 1, though. Draymond comes out. Yeah, that's fine. I don't mind Draymond coming out. Technical on Chris Paul. Oh, man. Or is it on Draymond? Well, let's look at the play-by-play. Yeah, Chris Paul. Okay, TV finally caught up. Technical Chris Paul. He didn't think that was a foul on whoever it was, Draymond. I'm shocked that Draymond only has 1 foul. Maybe it was on Chris. He's got 2. We'll peek at the play-by-play just to get this right. Chris Paul had the foul on the reach-in, I guess. Okay. And I think I already know what happens here. Took a peek at that play-by-play. Oh, no, I got it wrong. Chris Paul, another defensive gem. Knocked the ball away from Sexton or George. I think it was George. Inside the JK, one-on-one George. Just go. Oh, he passed it out. What are you doing? But Moody got the step and blew a layup. Oh, man. Come on, kids. JK, you had George on you, man. 4 inches. I don't understand that one. Strange. All right, ball gets knocked out, and it will be Utah ball, but they only have 7 seconds left, and CP is going to argue with the ref again. He's arguing with, what's his name? Matt Kallio. No, that's not him. He's arguing with JT Orr. 3 ball, no good. I didn't see who shot it. Probably George, and went out of bounds. Good chase by Chris. Our ball, lead pass to Looney, turnover. Little bit of carelessness here. Good thing we're playing a tanking team, otherwise this would hurt us. Sheesh, Chris, come on now. It's getting ugly. JK rams into George and helps him up. Anyways, play goes on. Bryce Sensabaugh goes between the legs reverse and gets fouled. Feels like a playground game. That was a nice move, though. And it was a reach in by Looney. So no free throws, reach in before the shot. I don't know if I agree with that. You know, I'd like to see everybody, but they want to minimize free throws. So I understand why. But anyways, Bryce against CP. You see CP, you want to take him. And they dump it off to, Sexton finds Darius Baisley for a bucket. Only up 14. Got to be careful. Looney inside to JK. Good positioning by JK. Fouled. Side out. Good foul by Sensabaugh, honestly. Now we got a timeout. 83-69, 422. So I think every now and then guys like Chris and Dray, they get a little bit bored playing this level of competition. So they lose concentration and make a couple mistakes. So that's why the lead is now 14 instead of 20 or 22. But sooner or later we'll wake up. Now, if Steve brings in the youngsters, let's hope they don't screw it up. Make sure you help out at the right moment, Guy Santos, because you've messed up twice tonight. That's cost us. But that's just 4 points, maybe 5. Maybe one of them was a 3. But yeah, I would wonder if we're doing subs right now for that unit to come in or not. I'd rather not do that anymore. Let's not go to the Moses Moody, oldest guy on the floor lineup. So hope we don't throw those guys out there. Well, we got Draymond, according to Slater, went to the tunnel. That's not good news. Oh. Yeah, Chris Paul now has, let's take a look at the Warriors here. 4 turnovers, man. Wow. 7-4 assist to turnover ratio. That's not that good. So I don't know if I trust BP at the 1 yet. We'll see, and I really hope he gets there by next season. But yeah, I do not agree with the rest CP3 hot take. Moody around Looney screen for 3. Got it. Great screen by Moody. Good play design out of the timeout. And that's the next generation of Draymond screening for Klay. You got Looney screening for Moody. Hopefully Loon is still a Warrior next season. Up, Kuminga grabbed Keyonte and a little bit in the wrong private area. They had to call that one. I mean, why do you need to grab a guy like that? Not that. I just mean grab a guy. Why foul like that? But third team foul. I mean, whatever. Meaningless, mindless foul on that one. It's like a mindless turnover, but on defense. Mika Parsons no good from 3. Thank goodness. Only up 17. I guess that's pretty good. BP, nice. Going around the corner, got clotheslined almost clotheslined by Jacyn. So good job, BP. And we got BP. Looney sets the opposite pick for Moody. Moody attacks and steps back for 3. Ah, missed it. Oh, Looney with the tip in. Just going for the rebound, and it happened to go in. Beautiful balloon. And there is oh God, I forgot his name already. Turning the corner. But pretty good defense by Moody, honestly. Kira Lewis, my bad. Pretty good job by Moody, man. Actually, Moody got a block. He got a block out of it. Wow. Good job, Moody. Three ball by, I think, Lewis. Missed it. Yep. Kuminga gets Johnny. Oh, he could have crossed over, but I think he's rusty, and now he throws it away, but Moody saves it. But they're going to call Moody for the push-off. Late call, but he waited until Moody got the advantage. That's JK's bad pass. Should have crossed over. He had Johnny on his heels. Man, too bad. Hey, he had Johnny on his heels, man. That's a bar. And over to Keyonte George. Good fake. Banker good. I think we were in zone. Are we in zone? No, we're in man. BP will bring it up. We're only up 17. It looks like we might only be up 3 when you look at that and forget how to do math. JK trying to spin, and Jacyn fouls him. He's exasperated by the call. It's the right call, but also, man, JK looks rusty. He looks rusty on that one. Does he not? I don't know. You guys agree with me on that one? And BP trying to make something happen. Nope, lost the ball. 4-3. Oh, God. Sidestep 3. Rainbow in and out. Actually had a chance. And Jacyn can't hang on to it. Loses the ball. And the ref says to put the shot clock at 14. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. It does. But it's out of bounds on the baseline. And we inbound it. Nothing really happening until we get the Moody corner. 3 ball, no good. Parsons rebound. Mika Parsons, right? Oh, a 3 and Moody crashes into Jacyn, who'll get 3 shots. Mika Potter, not Parsons. I don't know why I said Mika Parsons. Isn't that a football player? My bad. Mika Potter, Mika Parsons. Oh man, Moody just didn't have anywhere to go on the closeout, and the last second said, "Oh, I better just try to catch Johnny here because I messed up on this closeout." And now they're going to review it. Here's the thing: isn't the landing area a sprained ankle issue? A sprained ankle or, knee issue. Yep. And it is that issue. And then he didn't give a chance to land. So this is going to be a flagrant one. And hey, good job by the officials to think about it and go through with it. You know what? I like Jacyn Goble a tiny bit better than John Goble, his brother. But anyway. Draymond has a pad on his lower back, but he's on the bench. This has to be a flagrant one. Otherwise, why have the rule? And I thought maybe Moody just went right through him, but also Jacyn could have sprained his ankle on that one. So if it's a situation where, he could have sprained his ankle on that one, flagrant one. Let's see. Draymond complained about ongoing back issue on his podcast. Was that the one with Oh, okay. So the flagrant one is hostile act. Yeah, of course there's no hostile act. But I disagree in that I'm glad for the Warriors' sake, but I disagree. If you could have injured the guy with the ankle, then I think that's a flagrant. But I don't know the actual rule book terminology. That's just how I thought the rule was put in place. Zaza, Kawhi thing, whatever. I mean, Zaza on Kawhi was not hostile. Like, none of them's hostile. So whatever. All right, thanks. We need Jacyn Goble for one of our refs one of these days. How different it is when Steph's not playing. I know, it doesn't feel like coincidence, right? That's funny. JK, loses it, then gets it to Moody, back to JK, gets a screen from BP, tries to get downhill right side. Baseline to GP. What a find by JK. Good job, JK. I think he's mentally approaching tonight's game. Just get some wind and don't go crazy or anything. So it's understandable. GP with the mindless foul. Oh my gosh. But at least he didn't do that the moment he stepped in. Mindless foul on Sexton. Free throws. GP's so mad at himself. I don't know what it is, man. It's the same personality as Steph, right? Joy and so on and so forth. Just when you have that much joy, you have brain farts, I think. It's just what happens. All right, up 15. JK brings it up on Sexton. Gets a screen from GP. Now you got the switch. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, Potter. So easy and quite predictable, but nothing you can do about it when you're a young team like that. Steal by Moody. Over to BP. He's the head of the pack and gets a dunk that way. Well, he usually scores on the ahead of the pack ones when it's 1-on-0. All right, so I have the fewest notes tonight just because, you know, it's kind of you're playing one of the worst teams in the NBA. Oh, no call on Looney, and Sexton goes by 2 people. Layup good. Good no call, refs. Man, I might actually like this ref crew. Kuminga downhill again, and one on Potter. Did the crossover this time. Man, he's so downhill, man. So good at that. Hey, Pat Spencer on the bench. Okay. Okay, we got 1-2-2 zone according to Fitz. And Colin Sexton just throws the ball into the 3rd row. Thanks. Cool. So GP will inbound with 8.8 to go. Kuminga lets it roll. Got Sexton on him. GP screen. It's going to get downhill on Potter again. Goes left side. No good. Oh, Moody with the rebound. Oh, fadeaway shot at the buzzer, in and out. Too bad. Man, that looked nice though. Oh man, if he'd only made that. Oh man, that would have been cool. Up by 20. End of Q3. I'm going to use restroom break real quick. Restroom break. BRB. All right, I'm back in time. Forgot to check the post-game links, so let me check it. And I wouldn't be surprised if they didn't have it, so we'll see. And Dina Gunn not here to confirm all this stuff, so we're on our own. Let's see, any post-conference? Nope, didn't think we would. So it's going to be a rocky post-game, let's call it. And we'll see what happens, but I definitely am going to purposely try to end it at 4 hours, but we'll see. We'll see. All right, Chris Paul brings it up. Klay Thompson back in the game. Trayce now up top. Gets a screen from Klay, then pops out. Klay does, gets the ball, and nothing there, so he'll shoot a 2 over Sexton. No good. Kira Lewis brings it up. I guess it's Kyra Lewis. I didn't know that. I'm listening to Fitz on that one. Sexton right by CP. There's your point of attack. That's not non-existent. And it's an and one. Foul on JK, so and one for Potter. Oh, man. Yep, this is what I was worried about. The inability to stay in front of Sexton. So, yeah, JK fouled Potter on the rebound, so he'll hit the and one. And we're up 17. Good thing we had a rather cushy lead going into this final frame because probably not going to get Draymond back. He's also icing his knees per Slater, not just with the back pad. So Klay and Trayce. He missed Trayce. We missed Trayce twice, but JK makes up for it. Finds Trayce for the dunk. Incredibly, nobody slipped down to cover Trayce. Klay missed Trayce twice on that one. It's unusual for him to actually miss him. Anyways, Lewis goes by Chris Paul? Who did he go by? Yep, went by Chris Paul very easily. Yo, Bruce. You hear, Bruce? Klay finds Trayce. It rolls in and back out. The physics of that toilet bowl. And Lewis again. Good job, Moody. Moody stays in front. Moody stays in front again on Sexton's drive, but Potter out-rebounds JK. Sucks. Kaleno's like, gotta box out, but JK doesn't know that stuff. He never taught that. JK inside the Trayce. Instead of a 3-second call, it's a turnover. Straight to Kira. And now you got to wonder if it's a take foul. Because Klay fouled somebody, I think. Oh, my God. Yep, that's a take foul, but maybe this ref crew we can rely on not to call the take foul. They're going to review it, I think. Will Hardy doesn't like it because he wants a take foul. It's not a take foul, guys, amazingly. I like this ref crew, man. We got to welcome them back with open arms. We're in zone. That's why JK couldn't get the last rebound, right? No, we were in man last time. Lewis fouled on the finger roll. Oh, boy. Got in the paint again. Yeah, he got by Moody. That's Moody's fault. And in fact, on the replay, you could see Moody kind of go, dang it. And he knew it. That's on Moody. You can't let him go that way. You're supposed to flush him over to Chris Paul on the 1-2-2 when you're up at top. So we've had like 4 or 5 bad point of attacks, and I just that's the one thing that needs to be fixed in the off season. It's absolutely not sustainable through the next season. Got to get better point of attack. Of course, it would be nice to have Wiggins healthy, so that's part of the equation. And if you get rid of Wiggins, you better get somebody who can stay in front of somebody or at least recover the way Wiggins can recover. Only up 14. Pick and roll Trayce, but they switch, but that leaves Klay open, but he shanks it. JK hustles. Good hustle off of Darius Baisley. Good hustle, JK. Needed that one. Does he get a rebound for that? I don't think so, huh? Team rebound. He's got 10 of them already. And it'll be Trayce posting up Chris on the inbound. Finds Klay. Nope, it's off. You can see it on the TV angle. And BP hustles and throws it off Kyra Lewis. So BP with the hustle. And Klay's cold. Does BP get a rebound for that? He should. He's already at 14, 6, and 5. I'd give him a rebound. Probably didn't. All right. Mid-post to Chris Paul. And it's a foul on the cut by Johnny Juzang. And he must have quite a few because his teammate Micah Potter wants the foul. Where are you? Nope. 3rd foul on Johnny. Now you get 6. 4th quarter already. CP over to BP. Back to CP. Over to JK. Gets a running start. And downhill good. Lefty layup good. Good turning of the corner. Oh, look at that jump stop by Sexton, but Trayce disrupts it. BP another rebound. JK, right side, backs it out to BP. Back to JK. Look at the ball movement. Tic-tac-toe. Dunk Trayce timeout. Will Hardy. Wow, the youngsters. Tic-tac-toe. That's an unsung play, but it's a dunk, so it doesn't count as an unsung play. But that could be a nail in the coffin proverbially. And Steve Kerr loves it. Man, I got to clip that one for you guys. That was just beautiful. But I got to write all my notes too. Man. That's the play of the game. And it was youngsters. Unfortunately, does that count as unsung or not? It's a dunk, so I don't think it would. Great to see Steve so happy for JK. So happy for him. I'm going to keep running the tape until I see the happy part. And it was a left-handed pass. Should be and one. Johnny fouled the hell out of him. Steve happier than the guy sitting next to Steve that's on his phone busy tweeting about it or something. Come on, man. You're missing out. You're so worried about your phone that you're missing out on the actual thing that happened, which was pure joy by Steve right in front of you. You missed out. Put your phone in your pocket. You're sitting courtside, for God's sake. Oh my God, the addiction. That's sad, man. Sad commentary of the state of the United States of America. But really, it was a good job by BP to get the rebound. And not only that, but then he pushed the ball and threw it to JK right here. So we're analyzing the last play here at 2:01:30. And then JK goes, okay, I don't have it. I'm not forcing it. And then he sets a pick and then he rolls. And then not only does he roll, he makes a left-handed pass. And that was beautiful. Why did I do that? Oh, I realized that I needed to go back. And Steve's so happy. And, great lefty pass. And more Steve happiness. See right there? Cool. 3-ball Johnny over CP. You know how I feel about that. He's been hot all day. But CP was there. He's just too small. Oh, well. And we miss, and they get a rebound. And Keyonte George draws a foul. Yeah, good job by George to just blow by JK. So BP missed a 3 on that one. So they gave him 2 free throws. And so Keyonte actually got, did they call goaltending? I think they called goaltending on Trayce, so he got the and 1. Oh man. So that's another point of attack miscue by us. Chris Paul, 2-pointer, trademark dribble pop-up elbow. Needed that one because the Jazz had cut the lead to 12. So that's an unsung play, actually. Fadeaway Keyonte George over BP. JK, mid-post, finds Trayce. Trayce forgot to go. He was wide open, and so he gave him a lead pass. Now it's BP to JK, dunk. JK getting about 12 feet up in the air for that one. Great job by BP. And BP doesn't foul Keyonte. They kick it to the corner. Euro step Potter. Missed it. Trayce, good disruption, as we're getting used to. And CP, 1-on-1. Fadeaway 2-ball. Trademark. No good this time. So technically not the trademark jumper on that one. Keyonte George pulls up on JK. Missed it. Klay got a long rebound, and Klay quietly 5 rebounds. And then JK throws the ball away, and Utah scores. So that was sloppy, and JK Kerr's going to call timeout. Actually, Klay sloppiness. So yuck, Klay, yuck. It's usually a veteran. 6:14 to go. 107.95. Hopefully that's not a turning point. Every game, we're going to have a veteran step on the line, throw the ball to the other team. Oh, my gosh. We've always done this, haven't we? Haven't we, though? It's just that this year is worse than other years in terms of the margins. We can't be doing that this year more than any other year. I think it's one of those things that you just hope the old guys start to realize you literally cannot make those same mindless turnovers. And they gotta sit together and resolve to not do that. They absolutely have to just look in the mirror and say, we can't be throwing the ball around loosey-goosey like that anymore. There's no, oh, get you back with the KD jumper. Like, it's so harder these days. And you just can't do it. JK comparison to MJ? Oh, boy. All right. Yeah, where's Bruce? Bruce must be on a date. Uh-oh. Famous last words over here. It was 20. Now it's 8. I mean 12. I said 8. Oops. I'm terrible at math. Okay, so Chris Paul gets a screen from Looney. Chris against Hendricks. Over to Moody. BP wants to set a pick for Chris. Looney late on the coming to the pick, but Moody drives as they were expecting a Looney pick. Way to find that. Mo. Great drive. So we're now up by 14. Johnny over to Baisley, over to George, over to Johnny. Stay in front, please. Moody stays in front. Uh-oh, switch on Looney. Looney does not stay in front, but gets his hand in there on the pass. All right. It's a steal. Good job to recover, Looney, after getting blown by. All right, Moody over to CP. My bad. There's a lot of P's out there. BP, right side, has to go one-on-one. Throw it up. Don't do that. Oh, my God. He ate the ball, and it's another shot clock violation. Why does he do that? That's his weakness. You got to know that you got to throw some hook shot up there, man. Ah, man. So, another turnover there. It's a team turnover, though. It doesn't go to BP. Technically, 0 turn. You see, that's 1 turnover, but he should have 2 because you got to throw the ball up there. Anyways, GP2 got a deflection, so now it's baseline inbound. Utah goes out to Hendricks. Over to Bryce. Switch by CP. Bryce one-on-one CP, and he scores. Yep. CP too small, man. Lets the ball roll a little bit. So, hey, we're the team that made the clock kill a few seconds. CP right hash mark. Keyonte George on him. GP with the screen. Pick and roll. Nope, no roll. BP goes around the corner. Euro attacks and gets fouled. Not bad, BP. Not bad at all. Just recognize the situation. Got a running start on Hendricks there. Way to turn the corner. All right, BP at the line, up 12, makes it. There you go. I was literally worried about that one. Being a youngster. Youngsters on the line, very worrisome. I mean, not named Moody, obviously. Watch, Moody's going to miss a free throw at a critical moment coming up or next game or something. Hope not. BP makes both. Way to make both. Very critical to do that late in the game here. Up 14. Keyonte against GP. Great matchup. Here comes the screen from Johnny. Switch to Moody. Another screen. Now it's Looney. Looney doubles. He finds Hendricks for three. In and out. There's your make or miss league right there. 4-minute mark. Whew. CP brings it up. So good tagging defense there by the Warriors. Proud of them. 5 on the shot clock, and CP finds GP on the roll dunk. That's what you get with the pogo stick there. Way to find him, CP. Timeout, Will Hardy. Is it wave the white flag moment and bring in the G Leaguers, or you would think so? 113.97, Q4 331. Mathematically hard to get 16 points back, especially when you really only have one shooter in Johnny Juzang out there. So, yeah, way to put the nail in the coffin there, GP. Perfect pass by CP. I believe that's at least 8 assists. Let's see. 9 assists. 9-9 and 1, or 9-1-9 for Chris Paul. Kuminga 21-10. Fell out of bed 21-10 and 4. Wow. That's impressive. Jazz are actually playing with G Leaguers. Yeah, I know. But Santa Cruz Warriors, yeah, good run. Got knocked out recently. Good run. It's a little different in G League, I believe. Got to look that one up. But yeah. All right. So nope, they didn't make any subs, except for they kept everybody in there pretty much. So Juzang against Looney and loses the ball. Looney with a free steal. Juzang go to UCLA? A couple UCLA guys, I think. Anyways, BP trying to burn some clock over to CP. Wants the split cut from BP. Didn't get it. Moody curl over to Looney. Back to CP. Nice find by Looney. 3-ball good. So that's the let's get CP out of there and get some rest. And CP is going to get over double-digit points. Backcourt violation. So Utah with a bad turnover. And, yep, we see the bench getting emptied. So Lester's going to go in for Chris and probably see Guy Santos, probably see Jerome, and maybe some Garuba. Why not? We want Usman. We want Usman. We want Usman. Is it Usman? No, Pat Spencer. We're super small. It is Usman. Usman's in the game. That's why Khalid Robinson was screaming on the bench there. All right. All right. Pat Spencer. Look at these guys. Don't they look nice in the University of California jerseys? Man, beautiful. Lester attacks. Oh, blocked. Nice block by whoever the heck that was. Bryce Sensabaugh. Over to George for 3. Wow. Nice shot. Hits over Jerome. Nice closeout. That's why it was a nice shot. So, yeah, same guys. That was Baisley that fell to the ground. He got the block on Lester. Lester will shoot a 3 on the catch. Oh, I wanted Usman to get an assist, but he gets the rebound. Usman on the board. Yo, let's get him a bucket. We need Usman with the bucket. Yeah, he's posting up. Oh, got knocked the ball off of his knee. So, good defense, Hendricks. 1:49 to go. We got to get Usman a bucket so that he can have the game ball. I think, right? He hasn't scored. Keyonte George for 3. I would have remembered this had Usman ever scored. In fact, isn't this his first action of the season? Anyways, Pat Spencer gets the handoff. He goes to Usman. Oh, he blows it, and he scores! Usman Garuba, first bucket of the NBA. 127 mark. And we're only up 15, by the way. It's not like a whole bunch. But congratulations, Garuba. 3-ball George. Oh, man, he's a baller. Swish. Oh, Garuba. I don't know if that's... I thought I would have heard Fitz yell more. But anyways, Garuba attacks, no call. Bricked it. So is that his first buckets ever or not? I don't know. And we go to Keyonte George. Look at Pat Spencer. Keep George in front of him. Oh, it's a dunk putback by Baisley. I like Spencer, though, man. He keeps him in front. Lester turns the corner. Oh, blew a layup. Should have gone left-handed, but he went right-handed. Too hard. And it'll be Bryce Sensabaugh with a rip-through layup against Gee. Making it interesting. 118-110. Single-digit win for the Warriors. We're going to expire the shot clock here unless Gee wants to start a fight. Oh, he's going to attack. Okay. Out to Usman for 3, air ball. Very bad shot. A yard short, and he shakes his head. 7 seconds to go. Thankfully, there's no 8-point play. Steph has a clipboard. He was ready. Steph was ready to draw a play up. So we're going to win this one by only 8 points. It looks a lot worse than it was. But, yeah, that was ugly for the youngsters. How's our poll doing? 52% prefer the home game. We should have a whole bunch of votes, right? Raymond Ritter wants to get Klay in front of a TV, and Klay will reluctantly oblige, I predict. He forgot. Klay shook his head, actually, looking at the replay. Hilarious. Oh, Garuba played for Houston. You're right. First as a Warrior. He sure looks like it's his first bucket because he looks so green out there, but first as a Warrior, that's for sure. How are we going to get Klay? Come on, let's get Klay. Yeah, my bad. My bad to think that was Garuba's first bucket. Obviously, he played against us, in fact. I remember. Klay Thompson. Here we go. There's Klay. Says hello to Colin Sexton. All right. Here we go. Here we go.
Oh, absolutely. And felt good to win at home. Realize how important all these games are, whether we move up the standings or not. It's just important to get that confidence going to winning time. And hopefully we carry the same energy into LA. That's a huge game for us. We know we might see them in the play-in, so we just want to do everything we can to get ready for Tuesday.
It's a big game without Steph tonight. How important is having a game like this just for the role players? Everybody feeling good as you're trying to make this playoff push.
It's huge, and everybody played great tonight. I mean, The Young Bucks, Trayce and BP started. They played incredible, and they played a great moxie. They played ahead of their time, really. They don't seem like a couple of 20-something-year-olds, but they plugged in and did a great job. Moses Moody. I can go down the list, but Jonathan Kuminga, we've been without him for a couple of weeks, so to see him attack the rim, play defense, rebound, and sky above the rim is what got us some easy buckets tonight. So let's continue this. Strength the numbers.
Another great shooting game for you, Klay Thompson. Talk about where your team is at, Klay. Whether it's the 10th spot, the 9th spot. What's most important to you and your teammates going into the play-in situation?
It would be nice to climb as high as we possibly could. We need some help, obviously, with other teams losing, but we just want a shot, man. We really just want a shot. We know if we get in there, we're going to do great. We've been at this thing for 10-plus years, so all we can ask for is a shot at it. And then we're going to trust each other, and we're going to go in there and get a couple wins. I know we will.
Play one quick one. If you play 6 more minutes, are you going to get 50 tonight?
I don't know, man. I clanged a couple wide open ones there at the end, so I was pretty disappointed in that. But at least I had an efficient night from the field. Can't be too.
Last one for you,
pretty cool.
No doubt about that. But 32 points in the report with you and TJD. Can you discuss that report that you had with Trayce Jackson-Davis? You guys have that two-man game rolling right now.
Yeah, Trayce is so good at diving straight out the pick or the DHO, and he's got incredible hands. He looks up right away, and his ability to elevate. I mean, he's had an incredible year. I would assume he'd be on one of those rookie teams the way he's been balling.
No doubt about that. Klay, get some rest. We'll see you down in LA, man. Great game tonight.
That sounds good.
All right. So now we wait. Is Dean in the chat? Dean gone? Yeah, let's see. Also, on YouTube comments, anybody know how to get rid of the emoji screen that I accidentally pulled up? I don't even know how I did it. I know we won. We won at home. How do I get rid of this dang thing? Escape doesn't work. All right, thanks for checking Dean and gone. Oh, is Dean Chambers in the house? Oh. Click on emoji again. Oh, what is there to click on? Search emotes. Yikes. I don't know how to get rid of this. It's just filling up my screen, though. Oh, well. Symbols? No, I don't want symbols. How do you engage with you? Oh, hide emotes. Oh, thanks, Cholo. Wow. Yep. Thanks, guys. I don't think we can beat. What? What are you? Wait a minute. All right, Bloomer. Let's get Bloomer in a good mood. All right, then what else are we waiting for? Oh, let's try some unsung plays. Oh, boy. Any unsung plays? List them in the comments. Yeah, let's look for some unsung plays. All right. Slater says Warriors will only pick up ground if the Lakers lose. What's AFK mean? Whoops. Moody steal to Pod's dunk. But technically, I thought dunks were sung. Let's see. Oh, did Bruce maybe say the same thing already? Let's list some unsung plays. I think dunks do not count. Even though the play of the game was the youngsters. JK, handoff, dribble handoff, pick, and then roll, and then pass to JK, and then lefty bounce pass to Trayce for the dunk. But it was a dunk, and they'll probably have that number one on the Warriors highlights. So probably not that one. And I don't really know of a ton more, but Chris Paul had a trademark jumper that kind of stopped the bleeding at the 7-minute mark of Q4. That was the latest one I had marked. And let's see what lead that gave us. That it was 12 became 14. So I'm going to put these down. Unsung plays. What else? Let's try another one. Is Moody not getting called a flagrant and unsung play? Yeah, let's call that. This is for fun. Mo non-flagrant landing spot. Because I thought for sure that was a landing spot foul, but whatever. Jacyn Goble maybe has a future with us. We got to remember that. Jacyn Goble, good. John Goble, bad. His older brother. Another unsung play. Let's see. God, I don't really have any. First half? Okay. I'm looking at first half then. Guy had great help late first quarter. It was his only good defense, but Guy helps. Then JK downhill 94 feet. I just have that one listed. And then BP 3 on catch from Klay. And those are the only ones I have, literally. So let me copy those. How are these? Let me know. I'll check the comments now to see if you guys suggested anything else. Okay, feels good to win, even though it's against a very, very bad team. But in fact, I think their record is better than they actually are. Like, they're only the 7th best team in the league, but they seem like they played like worst 3 just now. But what do I know? I don't watch enough across the league. So anyways, those are my unsung plays. What do you think? Oh yeah, Warriors can definitely beat the Lakers. What was the score at halftime when we played them last? Let's look. Game log. That's before Davis went out of the game. Score at halftime. 67-66 lead. So, gonna disagree with you, Prevost. I mean, this is Let's Go Warriors. Like, you gotta understand, right? Like, when it's not obvious, like, I get it if we were, you know, the Houston Rockets. If we were Let's Go Rockets and you said, yeah, we're not beating LA. Okay, I'll let you go on that one. But like when it is literally, you know, no more than 59% chance of the Lakers winning, anything below 60%, you're Let's Go Warriors. You have optimism. How, I mean, it's weird. Oh my God. At least these days we're only getting one or two of them. It used to be more, but we're only getting one or two of the doomsayers on here. Let's go ahead and do unsung plays because I need to change the subject. I think just don't engage with them. You haven't said anything of substance. Like you haven't answered. Okay, we led LA at halftime. So explain that one. Nope, no explanation. Oh no, they're just big. Yeah, they're big. I mean, come on, man. This isn't the place for that. Like, take that to Twitter. Like that's where, in fact, you'll get people that agree with you on Twitter. I mean, shitter. So go there and type in that stuff. Thumb type the nonsense over there. Thumb typing the nonsense here at Let's Go Warriors. Why would you do that? I mean, you got to be. This is a brain fart. This is Klay forgetting the guy backdooring him on defense. That's you. Like, stop doing that. You know. Ah, jeez. Unsung plays. This close. Trigger finger. Me and Cholo basically want you to say something lame next. It's hilarious. Oh my gosh. And Bruce and Amy and Nicole. We all want you to do it to give us the justification for hitting that block. I hate to do it, but like, I mean, if you're determined to be a negative person, then we block those people out. Well, let's go ahead and play this while I type in the
bring
form.
you down. You're not going to be able to bring them up.
Let's play this. This is for you, Ed. You need to learn. This is what we're about. Here you go.
Minutes and just exchange a few words and know where that person is vibrationally. If they talk about other people, gossiping, hating, like, all right, this might not go that far. I remember one time I had a moment in the studio where J. Cole was there and I was just having a bad day and I started just talking trash. I was talking to my other friend Teron and Cole came in the room and within 2 minutes he heard what we was talking about and he got up and left. And I just remember being like, damn,
what we say?
Why did he do that?
Yeah.
But then I realized we wasn't on the same frequency. He not on that. Complaining, that kind of conversation does not circulate in higher level rooms. He didn't judge me. He didn't say nothing bad. He sat there, he listened for like a minute, and then he got up and left. Because what happens is when you're high vibrational, most likely, those people are going to bring you down. You're not going to be able to bring them up.
Okay. Hope you learned something. I'm going to guess you're in such a frustrated mood you're not willing to learn. There's our 4 plays. Oh, we got to move on. We're out of the room. We're moving on. Not talking about that anymore. All right, then. Here's our standings. See, Utah's won 29 games. I know that's 20 games under the number of losses, but I feel like they should be down here. But are Portland and San Antonio even worse? Here's Trayce.
They were going to play even harder with the group that they had out there, but just went out there and competing and working on the stuff we need to work on.
We usually ask you about your connection with CP3. I'm going to do it again because how has that been materializing, or how good does that feel as you guys get ready for the postseason?
It's great. Just being able to play with him. He sees the floor so well. Whenever we go to timeouts on the bench, he's explaining things to me, what he likes, what he sees on the floor, and so just try to execute that for him.
When you have a player with 19 years of experience who is taking an interest in you, how much do you want to be a sponge?
Oh, absolutely, soak up everything possible. And so we're just learning from him. He always put the pass on the money or trying to get him a shot. So we got a good team man going.
And what do you think about Jonathan Kuminga coming back, giving you guys 21 and 10?
That's great. Him just being able to get out here, start running, get his feel back before the postseason. It's great. He came back playing solid, so we're going to need every bit of that.
Thank you very much.
All right, nice night.
Alrighty. We're gonna have to wait for the. Let's go to that app. Well, for Slater's sake, we're gonna look for tweets about any Kerr quotes. Warriors locker room blasting Shoes' love tonight. The heck is that? I don't know what that is. I'm afraid to look at. I can't look at. I'll do it on the phone here. How do I find this? Shoes love tonight. What? Okay. How old is this song? 2017. Okay. Got an ad here on YouTube. Okay, I'm trying to look it up. Never heard of it. I should do that as a poll. Have you ever heard of Love Tonight by Shouse? I don't even know how to pronounce that. It's funny that Kareth would know that song. So you know what she likes to listen to. Yeah. It's a house song. Electronic dance, I think. Edie? Not sure. Aloha. Arbel. Wolves lead by 15. Yeah, let's keep an eye on that. Anyways, we're going on Twitter here. And hey, Guy Santos is getting votes in the unsung plays. Here's Steve. Little bit of Steve here. Not a ton. And he's talking about JK first of all. All right, so we'll get Steve on here. Boop.
Minus 19 there, Bully. As we go inside your chaser here, hear from Steve Kerr, presented by BMW.
What do you think of Kuminga in his first game back, and what kind of went into the decision to bring him off the bench?
Yeah, JK did a great job tonight. He looked bouncy and strong, and I watched him work out yesterday. He got a great workout in, and the decision to start Brandon was based on combinations with Steph out, and we want to keep starting Draymond and Trayce for defensive reasons, and so it felt like a better combination if we started Brandon and brought Jonathan off the bench.
Yeah, you said there's a chance that Kuminga is on the bench. I mean, when you can sub in he and Moody and then Peyton, do you like that kind of, I don't know, change of pace, the athleticism? You can just kind of change the game a little bit with those
Yeah,
guys?
I mean, bringing Jonathan off the bench and watching him run the floor and attack the rim, that's a great dynamic to have off the bench. But we have to see when Steph is back. We got to find exactly how we want to do this, because we really felt good about JK starting for about 30 straight games with Draymond at the 5. But given what's happened over the last couple of weeks, I want to keep starting Trayce. So if JK's coming off the bench and he plays the way he did tonight, then great. So we'll figure it out.
Steve, how much did Klay getting in an early rhythm really give you guys some momentum that sort of carried things?
He was amazing. I thought early on the ball was moving well, and he hit some tough shots too, but he got some open ones. And second quarter, not quite the same. We didn't move the ball as well, but Klay's shot making really helped us get that lead.
I think you played Chris Paul 35 minutes. Was that the plan, or was it just going well?
No, I wanted to play him the first maybe 3 minutes of the fourth quarter and keep him around 29 or 30. But they won the first 6 minutes of the quarter, 18-10, with Klay and Chris on the floor. So the plan was to extend the lead with those guys, get them off, get them rest. But at that point, it's a 12-point game where I'm not taking them out. So Chris played a little more than I wanted him to play, but he said he was fine. He felt great.
Okay, cut that one short. But that's fine. Man, it just feels good to win, right? Like, man, the feeling is so different. It's just, that's the thing about sports. How are we doing on the vote? Oh, cool. Gee, getting some votes. Second place. Oh, the non-flagrant on Moody is not popular at all. Okay, I won't do that again. Well, I'll put a legitimate play on there next time. 80 went to the locker room again. Oh man. Let's catch up on the beat writers tweeting stuff. What do we got here? Hey, what? Whoa. Multiple sources are telling me Arkansas has zeroed in on John Calipari. Wait, did Kentucky fire him? Whatever. That's random. I did not know that. They're unhappy? Kentucky's unhappy with Calipari? I guess, maybe. Oh, here's a nice one. GP2. Yeah! All right. That's a good one. Trying to look for anything else. Did this person? Oh, Maine Celtics. There's the GP2 one. Here's another surprised thing. Yeah, not much there. Let's go back and look at more of this. Ooh, look at this BP. Yeah. That would have won one of the that would have gotten some good votes. Obviously, had there been an unsung play that was a dunk, then we probably would have chosen one of Klay's threes, one of the youngsters doing the tic-tac-toe. Oh, here we go. Shams is in serious talks on a deal to become the new head coach of Arkansas. They must be doubling his salary or something. Why the hell would you go to Arkansas? Little Rock, baby. Wait a minute. Arkansas. Wait a minute. What happened to Moody's coach? Hold up. What's his name? Musselman. Arkansas Eric Musselman. Declined. Wait a minute. We don't want that. We want Eric Musselman. Say what? Oh, he was hired as USC basketball coach. Damn. What happened to the USC basketball coach? As we go into commercial. Yo, what happened to the other one? Wow. Here, Enfield. Wasn't he doing well? What's Andy Enfield? Southern Methodist? No. Say what? Trojans. Oh, who left on April 1st? Oh, this is old news. Okay. Wow. Man, Eric Musselman. Eric Musselman made a muscle move, man. Wow. Oops. Sorry for not looking at the comments, Bruce. Thanks. Okay. Back to Warriors stuff. So yeah, this according to Shams, Klay to Trayce. Was that a dunk? Because now I'm regretting. Was Klay to Trayce a dunk? Technically, dunk isn't an unsung play, but I may have just. If it was maybe it was an and one. I don't remember. Oh well. Too late now. Maybe screwed that up. Nobody gets hit in the face more than what? Steph? Oh, AD. Oh, right. We got to look for AD news as well. Let's look it up since there's not much else going on. I assume Klay will be on the podium as he had a great game. So, no excuses, Klay. Eye injury. Oh, look at that. 6 seconds ago. Oh, my goodness. Wow. Wow. Man, let me copy that into the notes. Sheesh. Thanks, our reporter. She's better than some ESPN reporters I know. Nicole told us about AD. So from Dave McMenamin, who is Malika Andrews' boyfriend. FYI, Anthony Davis, who is the sister of the reporter that Nicole would fare well against. Put it that way. All right. What else is going on? Figured that one out. Let's go back to the main thread. What? Joe Mazzulla's still up there? Dub Nation chanting after the game. Yeah. Yeah. LGW, baby. I like it when you hear the kids. All right. Got to move on. Still, is that the same one? Yeah. Golden State Warriors reposted. What else? Zion special performance. Suns lose. Was that today or yesterday? Suns lose crucial. Wait, halftime. Lakers down 15. Suns lose crucial game, but they're too far ahead of us. 14 games over. We'll never catch them. Best we can do is 12 games over, which I mentioned a couple weeks ago. I thought we could go 12 games over, but I did not think that you would need to go 14 over to get the 6th spot. So if they get the 12 games over, man, it's like, hey, you checked off a box that you checked off a benchmark that I was hoping that you get to. Steve Kerr, I still believe firmly that we can do something special. All right, Jonathan is at the podium. JK. Here we go. Ready? JK.
The bench in a row, 6 straight for JK. Let's hear from JK, who made his return to the lineup tonight with the double-double.
How did the knee feel, and kind of what was the process that told you when you were going to be ready to come back?
It felt great. Been out for a little bit. I was more concerned on how am I getting better to come back today, and obviously it felt great as far as more of a, how can I say, I was more sure of my knees, just being ready, and I felt like today was the day.
Coming off the bench, just what was your approach and what were you kind of looking for in that spot?
I wasn't concerned about coming off the bench. Like we always say, like Coach always say, it don't matter. As long as you go in there, you give all you got, they're going to keep you in there. So I was just more concerned on just going there and just impacting, win, because a win is a win at the end of the day, and just play my game and just, that's pretty much it.
How tough was it for you mentally to be away from the team for 6 games in such, an important stretch of the season?
I was always with them. Not playing with them, but I feel like, especially times when you're not playing, the main focus is just staying mentally tough and thinking that you're in a game with them, because that's when you learn. And obviously that just gave me time to sit down and just, because they changed a different pace of how they were playing, and that just gave me a time to learn and just get my mental and my spirit and my body ready to just go out there and be with them. But obviously I didn't feel any difference because we always together.
What did kind of tell you, I don't know if it was in warm-ups today, but what kind of gave you, the full clearance on the knee that you felt good enough with it?
The time that I was off, I wasn't just sitting down. I was just working out, getting my knee stronger. And I was just getting ready for whenever I'm ready to come back. And I think, like I said, today was just a day where I was just full. I felt like I was back to myself. And I decided to just say, it's time to come play.
You had 10 rebounds tonight. Was that concerted effort tonight, or did they just kind of fall to you, do you feel?
I don't know if you remember when the season started. I think the concern was how is JK going to rebound? And I feel like every other day I get a chance to step on the floor, it's just getting better at rebounding, because it's big for us. Everybody got a rebound.
Kerr said they're likely going to stick with Trayce and Draymond in the starting lineup, which probably means that you're coming off the bench. Has he talked to you about that? And how okay are you with, you were in the starting lineup for a long time, put up some numbers.
Don't affect me at the end of the day. As long as I know I go out there and just affect us winning, that's all that matters, Everybody could play. And at the end of the day, it's coach's decisions. If that's how I feel like everything is moving well, why would you want to go away from what moving well? And me personally, I think since I've been out, everything's been moving just fine. And it's not because I'm out, that's why we're moving fine. But at this point, everything is moving well. We're just going to stick with what's going to help us win and just keep winning games.
Jonathan. Man, do you think Klay would actually be able to duck out of a post game? No way, right? There's only been Steve and JK so far. So too early, but yeah, Klay's never last, though. Obviously, no Steph. Give him a break. Give him the whole day off. Absolutely no reason to have a guy that didn't play go on the podium. And then, or really, that's never happened other than, I think, I don't recall that ever happening. I mean, Draymond got ejected once and surprisingly went to the podium after that one time. Oh, Pete Thamel is saying it's a done deal, guys, 5 minutes ago. 5-year deal. And I just added James Warner to say, you know, the name brand school thing, just it doesn't exist anymore. I mean, yeah, USC is a damn good brand name, and but also they offered Eric Musselman more money, obviously, and it's LA. But like, you know, other than Duke, you know, North Carolina is nowhere near the brand name it used to be, right? It's totally changed to my shock. But I think NIL really made it easy for players to just go wherever they wanted to go. And it's a new era, completely new era where yeah, you can really spend some extra money to change some things. And I do think a lot of it is getting the next coach there. Look at what South Carolina did with Dawn Staley. Although, where did she go to school? I always wondered, how did Dawn Staley end up at South Carolina of all places? So let's look it up since we have some extra time here. And let's see. She went to Virginia. That's right. I remember actually now. Eons ago. So 2008. So that was eons ago. So she has built from the ground up. Congratulations to her for building. It's almost like women's college basketball is going to go through a phase that the men's went through. But NIL changes that completely too, so I take that back. I don't really know. But yeah, good on her for being there for 16, 17 years. She started coaching Temple. 6 NCAA tournaments. Jeez. I told my dad today, I could see Dawn Staley coaching an NBA team. She commands that much attention. You know, she talks, you listen. And that's what you need to be able to, that's the taking the egos by the neck. Like, she can handle that, right? I feel like she could. Steve Kerr, different approach. Phil Jackson, different approach, you know. She's like Greg Popovich, actually, kind of, right? Anyway, I'm really going on tangents here. Let's check for any Warriors news. And let's check the scoreboard as look at that score. Dallas 147, Houston 136. Look at that. Lakers have caught up to a deficit of 12. Clippers beat Cleveland only by 2 in LA. Wow. Cleveland's for real, huh? And Orlando beat Chicago. OKC narrowly beat Charlotte. I mean, if OKC is narrowly beating Charlotte, that just goes to show you how good this league is. Toronto beat Washington. Boston beat Portland. Spurs lost at home, double overtime, Philly. A lot of games today. Knicks beat Milwaukee. Sacramento beat Brooklyn by 30. All right, so Billy Donovan. Yeah, yeah. Ooh. Mitch McConnell. Yeah, huh. Kawhi did not play in that one. Okay, so you can't really judge that one. Kentucky fans on his neck. Yeah, probably, huh? Yeah, I guess Klay already did the end court. We'll give it a little bit of time. But, man, he dominated the box score. He's got to go up there. 32 points. Golly. 32 points on 6 for 13, 12, 23. Man, that's huge. Every game that AD gets hit in the face counts. Oh, that's some investigative reporting. All right, just waiting for the next person to go on the podium. You know what was cool? I thought was Dawn Staley going up there on the mic after they won the national championship today. Great game. I watched it today. Oh, what a game. South Carolina is just way, way, way too athletic. Like, it's unfair. Like, that team is so well built. And hats off to Dawn Staley. Full Wiley, oh my goodness. First time ever watching her play. No wonder Steph signed her. Sheesh. She's a freshman. She's got moves. She went around the waist on a fast break. Like, dude, like 80% of the NBA can't even do that. Like, I don't know a lot of men that can do that. Like, that is an incredible talent. So, for Dawn Staley to construct the team that they've got, like, unbelievable. They don't have any weaknesses. It's unfair. Iowa played awesome, but you can only go so far with, limited athletes, honestly. Caitlin, 18 points in the first quarter, was unbelievable. The defender of Caitlin, she was great. She's got like linebacker thighs and just long arms. Picked Caitlin clean twice in the game. I mean, that's your Caitlin kryptonite, even though Caitlin went off in the first quarter. But, like, man, it just, yeah. Even I was listening to some commentary while going over to my dad's house to watch the game, and it was like they were saying, even the Iowa coach is like, in a 5-game series, yeah, South Carolina is going to win the series, but this is one game, and we think we can take this one. Yeah, it's 3-1 series, man. South Carolina is just so dominant physically. It's not even fair. The 6'7" center, oh my goodness, so good. Like, and they make their free throws, and like, yeah, the better matchup would have been LSU, right? Because LSU has the athleticism. But, like, yeah, I was not going to beat South Carolina more than once in a 5-game series. Probably 4-1 in a 7-game series. Maybe 4-2, maybe. Probably not, though. So South Carolina is just, it's too much. It's too much. Like, they'll miss a few threes here and there, yeah, but, like, over the course of 40 minutes, oh gosh, too much to handle. you'd have to have a 6'7" person there to defend Cordosa, I think her name is. She's going to be a lottery pick in the WNBA. I mean, wow. That was a great game to watch, though, because Iowa stepped it up. They were playing great at times, but there's only so much you can do. And you'd have to play the absolute perfect game on defense. You'd have to play absolutely perfect on defense for that. I mean, possibly same odds as the Warriors. Like, it's doable, but we would need to play absolutely perfect defense. 4 games out of every 7, with the first 2 as well. Playing games coming up, right? So I feel like we're like Iowa. Are we like Iowa? I think like we might be like Iowa this year. I don't know. Maybe it's a lame comparison with nothing else to talk about right now as we wait for Klay, hopefully. But that's my hot take. I go on a 15-minute diatribe. A little tangent on women's NCAA. Let's catch up on the comments. Angel Reese got injured. Yeah. All right, what are we talking about here? Let's catch up here. Okay, let's see. Oh, Shea and Jalen didn't play against Charlotte. Okay. Oh my gosh. Nicole with some typical news. Yeah, we need airplane Klay, don't we? What else is going on? I don't know. Is Calipari still going to be relevant? Like, is it a different landscape? Like the whole, I'm gonna prepare you for the NBA deal. Is that going to work going forward? I don't know. There it is. Steph definitely wanted the clipboard picture. James, it's the collective bargaining agreement. We could not have signed Gary to $9 million. That's illegal. Literally not possible to do. And it's a good rule. Like, why should the NBA allow us with that much salary already committed to sign Gary at $9 million and compete with other teams? No. So Gary, Dante, same thing. It is illegal to do that. So you got to understand that, right? No need to be mad at the Warriors. absolutely zero reason to be mad at the Warriors, which is why actually the trade of Wiseman for Gary, that's legal. And I feel like we basically drafted Gary Payton number 2 in Wiseman's draft. Here's BP.
Yeah, obviously, there's been a lot of winning going on, but how do you think the team is playing overall right in this moment?
I think we're playing really well. Obviously, we lost last game, but we haven't been, completely healthy. So we just got to find ways to win right now. But hopefully we can get. I know Steph will be back, but Wiggs back soon. But I think we're playing really well, offensively especially. We're sharing the ball. It's not sticking up there, and we're just playing together, having fun.
How was it having JK back tonight?
Oh, it was amazing. I'd assume when Steph comes back and Wiggs comes back, they'll go back to the original starting lineup. That's won quite a bit, so it'll be fun to have me, Chris, and Jonathan coming off the bench together. That's what happens. But he's so athletic and he impacts the game. Has so much force. It's easy to play with him.
Brandon, what's the mindset of the team with just 4 games left? You just, as well as you guys have been playing, you're stuck in 10th place still and kind of treading water there. I mean, what's the mindset looking at what's ahead of you this coming week?
Yeah, it's control what we can control, which is going 4-0. Obviously, we have a chance to play the Lakers and the Pelicans, who are ahead of us, and I believe Pelicans play the Kings as well. Lakers play tonight against Minnesota, so if we control what we can control and go 4-0, it puts us in pretty good shape to get above that 10 seed.
Apart from the preparation with the team for these next 4 games that are really important, what is your preparation like? Apart from the gym, apart from the videos, you by yourself in your room or at the gym by yourself, what's your preparation like?
Yeah, I think for me, just continuing to be solid. Always watching my matchups, who I might guard. I know Tuesday I'll probably guard a lot of D'Angelo Russell, Austin Reeves, so just getting ready for that. And then for me offensively, I feel like everything just comes naturally to me. So for me, it's more defensively and how I can impact the game. But then, just taking care of your body.
You mentioned that second unit with you, Chris, and JK. What do you think would be the pros and cons of that combination?
I only like to think of the pros, but I think we can play fast, but there's also a good mix of, Chris playing how he plays in the half court, getting JK's touches where he likes the ball. And I think when you put a combination of that, it bodes well for us.
Wow. Are we going to get Klay? This is going to be a shocker. Klay would have pulled a rabbit out of the hat. Makes me kind of worried, actually. Is he all right? Is he getting treatment? What's going on here? Working out? He's probably working out. I mean, that's what we do when there's no back-to-back and you just played a game. I think it's the, to grossly simplify it. Your muscles are warm. You might as well use the time when your muscles are firing on all cylinders to go have a really good workout. But who knows? I'm not there. I couldn't even begin to guess because of that. Oh, here's a more Calipari stuff. 1 national championship, 1 runner-up, 4 Final Fours, 35 first-round picks. Yeah, but what about the last couple of years, though? I think with NIL, forget the last decade before that. It's a totally different landscape. Oh, what's going on here? Let's check the scores here on the box score. 10-point lead for Minnesota after 3 quarters. Yeah, are we not going to get Klay? Jeez. I'm going to have to do a restroom break pretty soon. Let's do the restroom break right now. so that when they come back from commercial, maybe I'll come back from commercial, and I will also show you my latest video, which is Dallas, but actually I want to show you not Dallas. I want to show you Houston, because it's really good stuff here. Of course, at the end of Dallas, Steph signed his shoes and gave it to a fan, so that's good. But yeah, roll some Houston here because this is brand new. Be right back. A lot of Dub Nation out there in Houston.
If you are seated in the 100 level, calmly make your way to the main concourse, where you will be directed to the safest exit. If you are seated in the 200 lower, I watch plays and make important calls. Well, I'm busy watching the game. You can score 40% off City products. Show them they show Enjoy us at Toyota Center tomorrow, April 5th versus the Miami Heat.
No Klay Thompson yet. Reduce the volume for a little bit. Let me come back to that. Actually, I'll just have that up there to show you something while I keep refreshing Twitter to see if there's cool news out there. Oh, he's up at the podium. Yay. All right. Cool. So Klay is at the podium, and here it is. Give me a second. Let me catch up here. Okay. Get ready. Klay's up there.
At the podium.
Klay, when I heard you pregame talking about how good you feel, was that just the pregame shooting? Was that just all day you felt good? And then did that carry over into the game, I imagine?
I think being at home after such a long trip or trips helped a lot, and I just felt really good body-wise there. I didn't feel any pain anywhere, and I thought that transferred over nicely to the gameplay.
How often does that happen when you don't feel any pain going into a game?
most of the time, but it's 82 games. You're not going to be 100% every night. Yeah. I mean, when I missed maybe 3-4 games this year, that's incredible after 2 years of rehab plus. So that's something I can hang my hat on and be proud of, is just being durable throughout the season.
Klay, Steve was just saying that he thinks not only is this team probably going to finish with a better record than last year, but that it's a better team and that he likes your chances no matter where you end up in this coming week. Would you agree with that?
Absolutely.
How is it a better team?
Well, that's to be determined. We got to obviously advance past the West semis, but I think we're playing the best brand of basketball we played all season, and I am going to be very confident going into the play-in. I'm not saying we're better than last year because we haven't advanced further than that, so I can't say that with as much confidence.
Klay, Jonathan and Brandon were both just in here, and they were speaking a little bit along the lines of how whoever's playing or in the rotation or whoever's coming off the bench, it's everybody just believing and doing what you can to help the team win. And you've been in different positions. How much do you appreciate those guys like Brandon and Looney doing whatever he has to do if it's not being in the rotation for a stretch, and how important that is to what's going on now with the wins?
Appreciate both those guys, and especially Loon. Been with Loon for almost 10 years now, and he is the ultimate professional basketball player. And yeah, our young guys have been great this season, and without them, we would not have the chance to enter the playoffs and in our stride at this moment. So they've been awesome, every single one of them.
What do you think of the play in a few years in? And like, you know, if this was most of your career, you guys would be, you know, desperately trying to get to 8 to get in, but now you're pretty settled.
Well, lucky us. So we get a chance to compete in the postseason, and I'm very grateful for that because there was a time where the Warriors made the postseason once in 18 years. So I hope people can be grateful for that we have a chance to, you know, chase greatness.
Wow, Klay pulled the once in 18 years card. All right, Klay. Look at Klay. Look at the growth. He goes from flashing the 4 rings at Devin Booker to I hope people can appreciate once in 18 years. Love it. Love it. Oh man, the growth. Oh, James Warner with the hot take. Gives Pods the edge over Draymond. Ouch. Ouch. Wow. Wow. Yeah. I actually said during the broadcast that when Pods attacks a fast break with a guy in front of him, it's like, uh-oh, I don't know. But then he had a 1-on-0 dunk today, and I was like, when he did that, I was like, okay, it's 1-on-0 right now, so he'll likely do that. Although this year also Wiggins 1-on-0 has been fouled too much. He should convert to. Anyways, our layups this year have not been all that great, other than Steph Curry, knock on wood. Yeah, and JK, obviously. You know, I guess it all balances out at the end. So it's funny how it balances out, right? Oh, man. Yikes, I can't type. You know, you got to finish it. Oh, and Trayce. Trayce can finish. So, overall, or maybe subconsciously, is it maybe subconsciously we expect BP and Draymond to finish like Trayce, JK, and Steph? Is that why we whine about that? I do. I whine about that. But I wonder, maybe there's some influence there where you see JK and Trayce and Steph finish the way they finish. So team-wise, I think you would find statistically that we probably, I'm totally guessing here, someone do the research, but we probably make a lot more layups this year than last year. And last year we got all the way to the Western Conference semifinals. So maybe that's good news. All right, nothing terribly new on the timeline. Oh, did the OKC Blue win the G League championship? Oh boy. Not only are the Thunder having incredibly good young talent, but they just won the G League championship as well. That sucks. Klay got a beach day in Miami. Good for you, Klay. Yeah, so we're going to wrap it up here pretty soon. I don't know that there's much to talk about. 74 games played, Klay. Look at you. Look at you, Klay. Time to check the box scores. Ooh, 7:34 to go. Minnesota up 14. Way to keep the lead, Minnesota. Klay. Yeah, good observation of the Pods being so aggressive with the rebounds and maybe not as aggressive on the layup attacks. Yeah. But anyways. Oh, okay. Good explanation on the Klay flashing the 4 rings at Devin the other year, last year. All right, let's take a look at these votes. Hey, 35 votes, and somebody voted for the Moody non-flagrant call. Yeah, if Jacyn Goble ends up heading a ref crew that calls fouls for Steph, that doesn't put the other team on the line, 15 more times than us, or that, again, we escape not only a take foul, but the flagrant landing spot, which I totally thought was going to happen, then maybe something like that will get more votes. So we'll see. We'll see. Yeah, Klay's not bad. It's not bad. Yeah, I said earlier, I think we're rooting for Minnesota because we want the Lakers to be within striking distance, whereby, is this updated? Let's see. Yeah, I think this is updated. Yeah, so look, if they lose, then we are officially 1.5 games behind rather than 2. And then we beat them on Tuesday, then we're a half game behind. And given that the rest of our schedule is probably not as difficult as the Lakers, so what you have here is they have Austin, Memphis, and New Orleans. All right. Memphis and New Orleans or Utah and New Orleans? That's the question. Portland. Portland Pelicans or Memphis Pelicans, right? Which one would you rather have? Right? So we got a good chance to overtake the Lakers if we beat them on Tuesday and they lose tonight. And once you do that, not only do you get home court, but lo and behold, Sacramento. Look at their remaining schedule. Looking at who we want to win. All right. So then, by the way, if we were to pull this off, oh my gosh, what kind of momentum would that give us heading into the playoffs psychologically, right? All right. So that getting the 8th spot would be amazing. Because look, Sacramento has OKC. And is OKC done, or do they need to fight for the 2nd spot? They might as well keep fighting, right? And then, I mean, you assume, right? They got the Pelicans as well. And then Phoenix probably beat Portland regardless, right? So, yeah, Phoenix definitely needs to keep winning. They don't want to get caught by the Pelicans, so they want to go full bore. So this is a tough schedule for Sacramento. So then we might get a chance. I mean, what if they lose? What if they go 1-3? They go 1-3. That's 46-36. We have a chance to go 47-35. So yeah, we gotta hope the Lakers lose. Obviously, we got to win on Tuesday. We lose on Tuesday, rest everybody. You know, we tried, that kind of thing. Didn't happen. But if we were to actually overtake the Kings somehow, man, I tell you, we would go into New Orleans for that play-in or Phoenix with some freaking momentum. Like that is some, now you're thinking, yeah, nobody can beat us at that point in time. So, yeah, if we were to somehow end up 8th, we would be going into the first play-in against 7 with the world beater mentality. So let's hope that that happens, because it's a whole lot better than you lose Tuesday to the Lakers and, okay, let's rest people. You know, that's just a downer. That's just kind of like, that doesn't really get you momentum going into the play-in, even if it's at home against the Lakers, because the rest of your schedule doesn't raise any eyebrows. I mean, you're going to play Utah at home. You're going to rest people. We got to win Tuesday, man. We got to win Tuesday. That is the game. And just like Dean Chambers reframed it last time he was on here, it would be like our, game 7 from last year. It would be so great to get revenge on the Lakers Tuesday and then just get on a roll, and then Sacramento falters. That would be great. And of course, we need the Lakers to lose to the Pelicans. So we need some help because we're behind right now. So we got to beat the Lakers. Of course, Lakers got to lose tonight, and let's see how they're doing. might as well stay on until they lose. Speaking in the Let's Go Warriors mentality. But then we got to beat them, and then so let's just lay out what we want to happen, okay? First of all, to surpass the Lakers, to really give us the momentum going into any play-in, the most momentum that you could have is to somehow leapfrog the Lakers and the Kings, and we would have world beater mentality at that point. People would be so locked in, like more so than any other scenario. So we hope Lakers lose here. We hope they lose here. And we just hope they lose to the Pelicans, because if they do that, then we have the tiebreaker. Actually, they'll still be at 46 wins because they lose to us. They beat Memphis, and they lose to Minnesota right now. And then they lose to the Pelicans. We are rooting for the Pelicans except against us. Okay, that would give them with 46 wins. Okay, we can surpass that. But we also want the Kings to lose to teams they're supposed to lose to, namely OKC, Pelicans, Phoenix. We need them to go 1-3. Right? We need them to go 1-3. We need both of them to go 1-3 to close out, which is doable considering they're playing teams ahead of them in the standings other than us. All right? So there remains hope. There remains hope to come out of this regular season with a world beater mentality, and that is to totally demoralize Sacramento and LA. Wouldn't that be poetic? Like our California rivals, to demoralize those guys, because a week from now they'll look at the standings and they'll go, how the hell did we get here? But we got to win Tuesday. And then they got to lose to the Pelicans, both of them. Of course, also the Suns got to take care of business. But the mathematical possibility and the real life possibility of that, it gives me hope. Like, we just need to win Tuesday before we can talk about anything like this. Because Tuesday comes along, and we have to hope Sacramento loses to OKC on Tuesday. So OKC versus Sac on Tuesday as well as us. And that happens, a lot of things start to look juicy. And it really gets exciting. And I'll be sure to remind you, should we beat the Lakers, of course, the Lakers have to not rally in the last 2 minutes here. They got to lose right now. We got 2.5 more minutes. So then, man, Tuesday, 2.5 more minutes. Come on, Minnesota. And then we can really look at Tuesday as like, oh, what a big night. What a big night. It's basically game 7 Tuesday night, man. Yep. OKC needs to beat the Kings. Yep. Hopefully get Wiggins back. Yeah. Le Queen. All right. Nicole says, Dave says that there's optimism. And yeah, we got to win all our games. Like, there's no absolutely got to beat Portland. Absolutely got to beat Utah again. Looks doable, the Utah part. Portland, I don't know, but Portland's, even worse team technically than Utah. So, yeah. Okay. Okay, let's take a look at those box scores or those scores. 150 to go, down 16. I think it's a done deal. It's a wrap at Staples. Yep. Oh, man, it's going to be exciting. So the next question is Dean Chambers available Tuesday? I'm assuming no miracle at Staples right now. I'm assuming they're going to sub out D'Angelo right now and not get a accidental injury. All right. Just waiting a tiny bit more. Actually, I might as well check the database because maybe I forgot to check the database this whole time. My bad. Oh, nothing. Good. Lucked out. But I got to check another source too. Oh, also nothing. All right. Let's check and see how long the interviews were. Kuminga post-game radio. Let's throw that one up here as we wait for the final. SoundCloud. Oh, refresh. Kuminga, right here.
Down to Kuminga. Puts on the headset.
What's going on?
Welcome back, JK.
Yes, sir.
How's the knee?
Feel great.
You know, you look great out there today, and is there any maybe a little more, I don't know, I wouldn't say nerves, but were you a little more anxious than normal for tonight's game?
I was at the beginning. Also, it's been a little minute. After that, after a couple up and down, I was just fine.
I'm always curious when a player has a chance to step back and look at it, you know, without being in the middle of it all. Did you learn anything with the time you were able to spend, and what kind of things did you learn?
Mostly spacing and pace. For the past couple last games, they've been playing faster, more organized, and more spacing. So just being out and just watching and focusing on how I'm gonna fit in when I come back, and that was pretty much it.
What are things you're looking for in the open court when you have the ball, Jonathan? I mean, you had Potter on you a couple times tonight. You're able to do a little shake move and get by him. But what are you looking for?
Just making plays. It's not always gotta be scoring. Making plays is scoring. It's doing different things. Obviously, as I attack, a lot of people gonna collapse, and I gotta shoot all over the court. And I think that's very much what I'd be looking for.
10 rebounds tonight. Was that a focus of yours coming into the game, hit the boards?
I mean, obviously, I knew it was going to be a big challenge of me just going out there, rebounding, and just doing pretty much everything on the floor. And I just put my head down and just said, I got to go out there and just rebound.
Jonathan, I'm sure you've never heard the coaches say, hey, we need you to rebound tonight, huh?
I mean, I'm actually doing better this year. They always tell me that at the beginning of the season that I'm actually doing better, so I don't really hear them telling me that every time.
Last question for you, and I wanted to get this with you coming on tonight. What has Coach Anthony Vereen meant to you, one of the Warrior assistant coaches who's been working with you the last couple of years?
It's always about how I could grow as a person. Because once I figured that out, everything just gonna end itself well. Like basketball wise, it's just how I carry myself when things not going my way. they say I'm not playing today or I'm playing less minutes than I'm supposed to. Just small things like that. And those things don't really speak that much. A lot of people that's not in the circle that don't know what's going on. But obviously, just for me, just having a guy like that every day and just helping me growing every other day, it means a lot.
Thank you, Jonathan. 21 points, 4
Yes, sir.
assists, 10
Thanks,
rebounds. Great job.
I am Bonte Hill. Let's go back in the Chase Center.
JK, man. That's a good one. Yep. Well, we got Steve Kerr pregame 13 minutes. I'm like, I don't have 13 minutes. So I'm going to check that out later sometime. It's on SoundCloud Warriors. But there it is. Thank you, Nicole. So, yay. Tuesday. Oh my gosh, what a game. Next game, Tuesday for, let's call it Game 7 at the Lakers type deal. We'll pretend we won Game 6 and have to go back to crypto. What should we call crypto? Staples, right? What's a good name? Craples? Anyways, Tuesday, 7 o'clock. Right here. Yep. Boom. Let's do just us. And be sure to check my new videos. I've got Dallas as well. Dallas, you got to see him sign shoes for kids. It was really cool. Steph, man, amazing. One of them was to a girl wearing his jersey after the game. I mean, it's just heartwarming. So yeah, next game coming up, and but check out our YouTube channel. Let's Go Warriors. Right here. Okay, we'll come back to the Houston behind the scenes some other day. But right now, let's go to Portland behind the scenes a long time ago when they did the Just Us. And I filmed this, and it was fun. Just Us! Rate. Great to have you guys, per usual. And Rate. Thank you, everybody. Good to have you all. Take care, guys.